very, very strange signal. Captain. Very strange.
On screen, on the main viewer.
Captain, put him on screen.
Wow. That is... What am I looking at? Talk about a strange signal. Man, look at that.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday evening to everyone. I hope you all are having a good day and enjoying the weekend. I know I am. I worked tonight, so that was okay. Nice, quiet night at work, surprisingly. With really nice weather. A little on the cooler side tonight, but not too bad, though. Can't complain. So I got off work. Mrs. is in bed sleeping, so I figured, hey, what the heck? I'll come chat with you fine people. How about that? See if we can't get a conversation going. No topic really, just whatever comes up. I gotta say, my sleep schedule's getting kind of wonky though. I have to basically, whenever the missus is sleeping, I got to get my cat naps in because I like to stay up whenever she's awake so I can take care of her. Last night I slept probably from like 8 o'clock in the evening till midnight. Woke up, I was up till about 8 o'clock this morning, and she went and laid back down, so I took a nap till about 3 o'clock or so. Yeah, till 3 o'clock or so. I seen Jim had tried calling me, so I texted him. I said, I was taking a nap. Taking a nap. That's all right, though. And I work tomorrow from about 1 to 5, so that's cool. Yay, extra money. All right, that's weird. Oh, well. We'll see if we'll wait around a little bit, see if anybody decides to jump on or not. All right. Well, that's weird. I wonder why StreamYard does that. It says it dips down to 0. When I keep the YouTube page open but muted, but it drops down to 0. It's like, no. I know I'm watching. Weird. Well, maybe we will play some Star Trek Online if nobody wants to show up. 'Tis fine with me either way. Yep, that shows. Okay, good. Alrighty. That. Alright. There he is. Even he can add himself, folks, but I did it for him. What's up, Jim?
What is the meaning of this?
I don't know. I know it's nothings.
You know nothing?
Nothings.
Interesting.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
How about that?
At least I'm not one of these people that claims to know everything.
I thought you did.
No, I only say that to little kids, and they because they believe it.
Oh boy. Long day. Mow 5 acres. Long day.
So, oh, you must have been taking a break when you called me then.
Yeah, I was taking a lunch break. I was almost done at that time. I got done around 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Came home, got something to eat, and like you, I fell asleep.
Yeah. Well, I know. I saw you called like around 10 after 1 or something like that. I got up around 3, and then I texted you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you called like about 4 o'clock or so, something like that.
Yeah. Those are out for something, and you said you had to get going because you was going to work at 5. So
Yeah.
plus you only walk just around a corner.
Yeah, that's half a block. I can see the store from my apartment, and my apartment from the store. So,
Yeah.
I mean, which is nice. I mean, shit, you can't really beat it, you know.
Resistance is futile.
Resist this. Oh,
It resists this.
there's the kind of a play on words from what Worf said.
Resist this, sucker.
What did he say? Oh, assimilate this. When he blew the deflector dish all to hell after they uncoupled it.
Yeah. Assimilate this.
Ah,
So where's the rest of your people at? Come on. There's only just one person. Well, it's 0 now.
yeah, I know, which is weird because I always keep the YouTube page open but muted. So it's like, how are you showing 0? That's not even right.
Yeah, I'm showing 0.
Yeah. And
0.00.
and it's not like we've done anything to get the stream taken down. So
Yeah.
and it's still playing on the YouTube page. So yeah, I have no idea. It's just StreamYard being StreamYard, I guess.
When I search for your name, it's hard to find. I mean, I still haven't found it yet. I do notice that you have where you got SCI, you underscored an FI and nation, but the other one was SCI, kind of a dash. I still can't find it. It's weird.
Yep, I'm gonna copy and paste it in the private chat for you.
Yeah. I mean, doing this right here, I mean, I go back a day later or so and find this chat here, and boom, I got everything right there. But to actually try to do a search, and it's like, damn, where the hell's he at? Oh, this is just me.
So there's that. But if you just do the the way it's spelled out there,
Yeah.
then it'll bring you to my page too. So
Yeah.
unless you just want to, well, I know you can't well, you could save the link, but then, well, heck, just, I know you're sub to the channel. Just go to your subscriptions. You should see me in
Yeah.
there. If all else fails, you know.
Yeah. It was just kind of weird because I punched it up the other day and I'm like, where the hell is he? There is another Sci-Fi Nation has only got 17 subs. I'm like,
Yeah, I
Right.
know. It's like his will show up, but mine won't, and I'm up to 18.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. And I'm like, 17 subs. Now that kind of sounds like them, but it don't look like them.
No, it's not. It's not the right picture. No, because I
Yeah.
kept this. I kept the same avatar so people would be able. Oh, hey, there he is.
Yeah.
And recognize it.
So who else did you invite over that ain't showing up yet?
Nobody. I just went live, but Gorilla
Oh,
started literally like 2 or 3 minutes before I did because
oh.
he's ranting about something. I guess somebody called him fat or something like that. So he's mad.
Called him fat.
Yeah, something they called him ham hands or something. I
Oh.
tuned in for a second just to see what he was on about. But yeah, I guess. What's
It
up?
doesn't take much to piss off that gorilla, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not. Hey, oh, I got fat hands, huh? All the more to slap you silly with.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I wouldn't get all mad or. I mean, would it irritate me? Yeah, probably. But I got over the whole doing live streams because I was mad
Yeah.
at people a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like with Trey, that was like the last straw. I had to say something about that.
Yeah.
But other than him and the captain, I really haven't. I don't have a reason to go and do live streams because somebody made me mad.
Yeah.
It's no, it's kind of pointless and that. But that's just me. People can
Right.
do what they want to do, right? But that's personally, that's just not me.
I hear you.
I
And I know,
I oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
and I do know that Larry was having his little game thing going on. Choking on that one, huh?
Oh, I was taking a drink and I went down the wrong.
Oh man, I hate that shit when that happens.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's a sign of old age.
I've been doing that since I was a kid.
Yeah. Let's see, what's my numbers for today? 10,900 something.
Yeah, I know. You're getting up there, buddy.
Wow, 10,988. Woohoo! Pretty soon we'll be doing it 11,000 live. Damn, we're getting there.
I think I got this set to where you can broadcast this to your channel if you want.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I'm just too damn lazy.
I know.
I know. I was too lazy.
So, wow. So according to my channel dashboard, the con video has 32 views. But when I go to my YouTube page, it says 28. So, I mean, that video actually is doing pretty good. It's only 2 days old. So,
Yeah, it varies.
and I'm thinking it's actually doing better than when I very first uploaded it.
Yeah.
So, I really can't complain for a 4 or 5 year old video.
Yeah, it's like the Jim Landscape presents the trimmer malfunction. There for a long time, I only had 12. We finally got up to 46 views. And we had 4 likes, but now we got 5.
Yep. And,
That's good.
that's, you got people, you get new subscribers. They go back to see, hey, what's he done, and they go back, look at your older stuff. And so.
Yep. I got to go back in there and take that thing apart and try to put it back together again while I'm doing a video and show things that I found out. And I'm like, well, this ain't good.
Yeah.
You got a square shaft that goes in a square hole, and the damn new part it put on there, there's a rubber garment in front, and it's weak. And the engine could bounce 2 to 3 inches while you're running the trimmer. So what it did was it took the square shaft and rounded it.
Oh, right on.
So now you got no power for the trimmer at all. And the damn shaft is like $80.
Oof. For a
Yeah.
freaking piece of metal? That's
Just for
ridiculous.
a piece of metal. And I had to order another drum assembly, as they call it, which I got it from Pennsylvania, which costs about $110. And I tried to send that part back to Amazon, and Amazon said they can't take it because the seller would not accept any returns. So I lost $80 right there. Thanks, Amazon.
Yeah, no shit. So much for the Amazon return policy, guaranteed return
Exactly.
policy.
Yep. Yeah, they always advertise that 30-day return, no problem.
Yeah, no matter guaranteed return, 30 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, bullshit. Yeah, I mean, there's other people that I know have the same issue and problems. That's the reason why I buy through Amazon, because of the return policy.
The return policy, yeah.
Yes. It's like I ordered a cherry picker, an engine hoist.
Yeah.
They lost the damn thing.
Yep. Oh, dude, I don't know how many times I've had to tell them they'll send me a picture, and it's not even my stairwell, right?
Yeah.
It's not even inside my door. I'm like, dude, this ain't even the right building. I never got it.
Yeah, I had the same problem. They said, "Well, we delivered it to here," and I said, "No, you didn't."
No,
I
you
showed
didn't.
my house and that. And I said, "You can go to Google and punch it up," and I think they did. And they're like, "Oh, okay."
I know, because which is really effed up, because they have you GPS verify everything.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the drivers. You know, if you don't get local drivers, then, or delivery people, then you're basically screwed. So
yeah, the cherry picker I ordered through Amazon got lost by UPS.
oh shit, UPS did it? That's even worse.
UPS did it. Now get this. It came from Illinois. It took 30 days from Illinois to here, to Ohio.
Your next door state took a month.
Took a month to get here. And
wait, I take that back. You might have Indiana in between you, but still.
Yeah. Still. Anyhow, I went to Harbor Freight and spent an extra $40 for a cherry picker, which I got the job done. I don't need it anymore, but I have it in case I ever need it again. And the damn thing shows up exactly on the 30 days. And Amazon did give me a refund on that, which was shocking at that time. But then Amazon wrote, says, "We see that the cherry picker has been delivered. You need to return it back." So I wrapped, every corner had rips in it, bleeding out bolts and nuts. It was completely yucky. I wish that I took pictures of the package. I would show you, but I don't know why, but I didn't do it. I taped every damn corner up and had a friend help me take it back to the UPS, and it took 1 day to get back to Illinois.
Jesus.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
One whole day. And it took them 29 days to send me a letter saying, "We received the item, and this case is closed." And I said, "It took 29 days just to get that, when it took it 1 day to get back to where it came from." And thanks, UPS and Amazon. Stories like that, you never know. It might be coming up on the fan films.
Right.
UPS, which would be SPU. You personally suck. Here you go. You people suck. Yeah, I got some things written down about about this and that, but that's real life stuff. So,
Right.
Plus, I did send you a few things. You
Yep.
probably you probably didn't have too much time to look at it. And
No, not yet. And I am working 1 to 6 tomorrow. So,
yeah,
whenever we get done tonight, I'm gonna throw a corned beef brisket in my slow cooker. Let that go overnight.
there you go.
So dinner will be done by the time I get done work. And I'll throw the veggies in before I go to work.
Right.
So that way it'll be all set and ready to go when I get off work at 6:00. And I could either work on stuff in the morning or after I get home. I'll probably try to work on something in the morning, so that way,
Yeah.
I have, we can go live or do whatever after I get out of work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to be pretty much outside working around the house tomorrow. Then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday back to work. Joy. Life of a lawn cutter, I guess. I get to mow my own yard tomorrow. Whoopee!
Lawn cutter? I thought you were landscaping. Ha!
I cut grass and push that white shit around. No, don't do it. I haven't done landscaping for years. A lot of people get that all mixed up. I had one customer one time. They look at the yard and they shook their head in a positive way, going up and down, and came over to me and goes, "You do a good job, landscape." I said, "What do you mean landscape?" "Well, look at it. It's landscape." And I used to call my business landscaping, so I changed it to Jim's Landscape. And it's been like that for 30 some years. But people still think that I do landscaping. And I said, no, I do landscape. I landscape the yard, when you mow, all the lines and stuff. That's what the customer told me.
Yeah, it's like manscape except grass and stuff.
Yeah. Smart man. So I gotta tell that story now and then. They go, "That don't make no sense." I said, "Well, that's what the customer told me, so I kind of stuck with it."
Yeah.
But they really like the work. Of course, years ago they passed on, but other than that, ain't too much more going on.
Yeah. Same here, it's just the same old, just a different day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know, right?
Well, you're gonna see a lot of people over there.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's doing pretty good from what I've seen. So
Yeah. Oh, Grow, I mean, he's getting a name for himself.
I know. It's like I tell the missus, bad timing. He has bad timing. That's all I gotta say.
Well, if you didn't fall asleep yesterday, we've been on earlier.
True. That's true.
It's all your fault. I got blame.
Yeah, I could have went on last night, but I fell asleep. So that's on me. So
yeah. No, you're tired. You're tired. You just fall asleep, just like me. I was out there for probably 6 hours plus or something. Probably, I don't know. Cold, windy. Sun comes out, warms up, then the sun goes away for a while. It gets cold again, and you come in a house. It's warm. You eat something nice. Your belly gets warm. Then you sit in a chair, and next thing you know, you're snoozing.
yep.
Happens to all of us. Now, if we start talking about Matt, he might show up.
he does do that, don't he?
Well, Matt, every day he wants to take a nap, so I call it the Matt nap.
The mat nap.
Nap nap. He's got it. He's got to take a nap every day. I
Yep.
think I don't know if I wrote to you or said, "Oh, did you take a mat nap today?"
Oh, I think you asked me, and I was like, what? Yeah, 'cause I was still like half asleep, and I'm trying to process what you're saying.
Mhm. That's why it's called a mat nap, because of Matt.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I was half asleep. I'm like, what, huh? My brain just couldn't process what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Brain. What is brain?
Brain that you don't have, not functioning normally again. What is normal? Normal is that everybody else is, but you're not. Star Trek Generations. Dr. Sawyer or so, or whatever his name was. One that killed Kirk.
Oh, Soren. Yeah,
Soren, yeah, Dr. Soren.
played by was it Roddy McDowell?
Yeah. Everybody liked that too. He's known as the guy that killed Captain Kirk.
Well, he always has. Yeah, he's just got that voice and that look about him, where he like
Mhm.
he is like naturally play a villain, right?
Oh heck yeah. He does a better villain than the ones I had try to play villains.
Well, I haven't done my villain yet, but I got the mask for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't guarantee anything. We'll just, like I said, we'll just have to see
Yeah.
how it goes, you know.
Well, I wasn't meaning you. I was meaning that other guy that with the white mask. He
White
tried.
mask. You talking about Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he did that voice changing with the
Voice changing and the camera
in the
getting
music.
closer and closer to you.
Yeah.
He did all right. I wish that he would do more, but he's so cotton picking busy anymore. He's cutting trees down and making firewood and cutting lawns every day. So
Yeah. Well,
got no
yeah.
time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't fault a guy for
Oh
you
yeah.
know making money. So you know,
Oh yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. Yeah, the fan film was all volunteer based. Can't pay anybody, but anybody wants to join. I mean, there's a lot of availability right now. Hardly anybody there.
Right.
No. Which I know on Facebook a couple times I had memory things and they popped up. I even sent them through again, but no response. I'm like, well, oh well. I'll just do it myself, I guess.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, sometimes that happens. I know I got like the last few months, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I
Yeah.
was kind of out of sorts, and I was dealing with everything, and
Yep.
you know,
Well, I tell you, the last two I did by myself, I struggled. I really struggled a lot. Got it done, but I struggled. Where it would take days with other videos that I would receive. It took days just to try to think of what else I could put on there.
right?
Yeah, I mean, the brain. I mean, we all teased about brain and brain. What is brain? Well, the freaking brain was thinking so much, it was almost blown circuits.
Yeah, that happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, the last one I did, I was thinking, okay, what else can I put in there? What else can I put in there? I sat here for hours rewatching video. I'm like, okay, All right, well, let's put this person and see what that looks like. Worked out pretty good. Someday in the reviews, we'll get to that one. That's going to have a long history on the last two I did, and basically is part of season 3. Not too many videos for season 3.
No, yeah, I know. And
Yeah.
again, I apologize for that, man. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
not your fault.
well, I know, but I kind of feel bad because we had that whole lead up, with season 2.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I had fun doing the one going back and forth and everything.
Yeah, that one was fun. I like that
That
one.
was that was a lot of fun, but also had a lot of more input going on to make it more better. I mean, you pointed out sounds and stuff. We changed those around; those work a lot better. The ships I had on there, I found out later I could figure out how to do it a little differently. But
Well,
um,
that's just all part of the learning process.
oh yeah. Just trying to figure out how to do this and do that. Of course, I was told there ain't no stars there. I tried to add stars and it wouldn't take it. But I think I figured out a way that I can get everything in one scene and add stars more to it, and it looked pretty damn good. And I'm like, why couldn't I thought of this dumb thing when we was in the process of making the film
Right,
instead of after?
right.
And it's like, well, am I going to remember this next time? Probably not.
Probably
Brain,
not.
brain. What is brain? Brain that blew up.
Brain went poof.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't realize how much doing fan films it takes a lot of time.
You know, I didn't realize it till I started helping
Mhm.
you and just even just filming something, right? Just recording something. And then you got to think about, okay, now it's got to get edited. Now it's got to go post production, right? You,
Yep.
you got to do the editing. You got to put in the effects. You got to, yeah, people. And that's the thing, there are some really hardcore fans out there that do appreciate that, but most people just watch it and want to judge it based on what it looks like right
Yeah.
off rip. Dude, do you even realize how much work even goes into those ones that you think are cheesy? They're
Yes.
so much work. Not to mention, time put into it and,
Yep.
you know, uh, whatever money we got to spend for props and for software and everything else. So,
Yeah. All that costs money but never gets paid back.
no, I mean, you do get a few, really good people that are like, oh man, I really like what you're doing here, and they'll
Yeah.
send you, a few bucks here and there, which is greatly appreciated, but
Oh yeah.
we don't actively sit there and ask for it, right? So,
No. It's all volunteer. You got the little well on my channel, you got the little dollar sign down below and you got things in the description where you can go to PayPal and all that stuff.
yeah. I mean, that's the most I'll do. I'll put I haven't done it yet with this channel, but I might start just throw my PayPal down there, and if somebody wants to, tip me a few bucks here or there, hey, great,
Yep.
much appreciated, but I'm not gonna sit
Oh,
there and ask for. And there's certain channels out there that I swear to God, every 5 minutes I see if you want to donate in their chat, and it's like Jesus.
yeah. Who's that one guy? I've been was it Steve Chives or something like that? He's always saying at
Oh
the end,
shit, yeah, Steve Shives, yeah.
yeah, at the end, if you want to throw a couple bucks, it'll be appreciated, but it's not necessarily. And every video is the same.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, does it get any bucks now and then? I have no idea.
Yeah, I used to watch him a few years ago, but then he just started like going off the fruitcake end of shit. And it's like, whoa, yeah, no, that's enough of you, buddy. I quit watching them.
Yeah, I listen to them most of the day, and there's times that the videos that I listen to out there mowing all day long and everything, I heard it before, but I just keep on listening to it again. He went mute, Mister
Yeah,
Mute.
no, what was it like six? I I found his channel just as a recommendation like 5 6 years ago, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Watch a few of his videos, they were fine, whatever. And then he just like started getting really like loopy with like his theories and stuff about in the
yeah.
Star Trek world. Like, dude, what? No, 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 hell no. And I don't know if he was doing it on purpose or if like that's what he really thought. But I was like, dude, no. And I just no, I can't even. No.
Well, I do know he does not like fan filmmakers at all.
Well, that's
No,
his problem, I guess.
he don't like that at all. He's like, you got that 13-year-old kid out there making fan films for Star Trek, and it's just not the same as the original actors that gets big bucks. Well, yeah, they get big bucks, but even the people that does fan films, we do it for the love of Star Trek.
Yep.
Try to keep Star Trek alive. That's why I invested some money in uniforms, and yeah, I got to wear a mask. You see the one on my face right here. Have you ever seen a drone with a beard before? No.
Drone what?
A Borg drone with a beard before, just like you see
No.
right now. Nope.
Actually, nope.
Oh, you might someday.
You might cut someday.
Resistance is futile, but I haven't shaved yet today. Boy, that went downhill.
Actually, I'm trying to figure something out here. Let me see if I can do this.
Oh, yeah.
I found a GIF image. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can share that. It doesn't have any audio, but I'm going to add some audio to it.
Oh.
I volcant.
You about can't, huh?
Yeah, and Spock falling over.
Where the heck did you get that at?
I found it on Google.
No. I do know one thing: you cannot use the Charlie X song.
Really?
Yes, I tried that and I got flagged on that one. It fit beautifully right on the video. It did a great job and everything, and it got flagged. So I went ahead and went back in and took all the Charlie X music out of that video, and I deleted that other video as well. So I wasn't going to share any money with whoever was trying to claim it.
Right.
But now and then you do get like, well, you can't use that. I'm like, oh man. I haven't seen anybody else try to use the Charlie X song, so yeah, show me your chair.
Chair. Random chair just hanging out. Just chilling.
Hey Kevin, what's up?
Hey Kevin, how you doing? Kevin says Gorilla is having a chat right now. Maybe that's why there's less people over on this chat. You know what? That's and that's okay, you know. Back before I remade this channel, I probably would have had just as many people watching. But I had that channel for 6 years and barely got over 500 subs. And I just wanted a fresh start, so I restarted the channel. So I completely, fully understand there's going to be people going different places, and that's perfectly fine. But thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Howdy.
Yeah, I noticed he went live literally about 2 or 3 minutes before I did. So
again.
I know it's like the last out of the last 4 or 5 times he's done that 2 or 3 times. But you know what? We're in the same time zone. We probably have almost the same schedules about how we do things in life. So I mean, and I got nothing against Gorilla. He's a decent guy in my book. So
Gorilla is 1 hour behind us.
oh, is he an hour behind? Okay,
Yeah, he's an hour behind.
he's in Central Time.
Yeah, Central sucker.
Kevin says, I just saw Captain America Brave New World. It was better than what people said, but sure was not Endgame. I think Marvel lost its touch. I think they lost their touch a few years ago, but that's just my own thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Brave New World, huh? I think I remember seeing a couple ads about that on YouTube. I don't really pay attention to the ads on there, but
I'm just waiting on Strange New Worlds for season 3 to come up. But
oh, I know, they're like almost a year late for that already, aren't they?
I know. I think it's supposed to come out this fall. I'm like, what?
I know, because I was waiting for it last fall and it didn't come out. I'm like, oh, great, Here we go.
Yeah.
Kevin says, yeah, they did. Nothing in the past few have been any good. Okay. Yep. Oh, Marvel losing its touch. Yeah, for sure.
Are you saying that Marvel is losing their marbles?
Well, at least with DC, we had the Batman. Where Michael Keaton came back as Batman. So. Snow, that I'm not ever excited about it. It seems too. Oh, Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant by Snow. Okay, I just call it SNW or Strange. Yeah, okay. You're never too excited about it. You know what though, Kevin, and this is just my thoughts on this, but well, first of all, it was basically a spinoff of Discovery, right? Because you had the Anson Mount playing Captain Pike, and then you had I can't even remember who's playing Spock in it, but yeah, that's the guy that plays that Spock. And so we got Strange New Worlds. The ship, the Enterprise in that show is great. I mean, I really love the look because you've got the swept back pylons, but you still have that retro look.
Right.
And which is great. The ship looked amazing. The only problem I had with it is they doubled down and said it was Prime Universe. Now, if they would have just did what JJ said and said no, it's an alternate timeline or it's a different universe, great, no problem. But no, they Paramount doubled down and said no, it's Prime timeline, and I think that's really was the dividing factor for a lot of fans. Okay, show quality aside, the fact that they tried to push the fact that it was a Prime timeline was a very, very big sticking point with a lot of fans, myself included to a certain extent. So, but however, as far as Strange New Worlds goes, and this is just, my thoughts on this, I think Strange New Worlds is probably the best out of all of the new Trek, right, that we've had, that most closely resembles what old heads like me and Jim remember about Star Trek. So,
damn old heads. Damn.
Well, I know, right? Yeah, I said it. Old heads. We're old heads.
I feel so old now.
Well, you should. You're almost a senior citizen, ain't you?
I am a senior citizen. You say?
Oh, Kevin says the style for Stranger Worlds is much better. They did mess with canon on it. It's hard to do past stuff. It would have been easier to just continue after Nemesis. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? That is something they should have done. and maybe kind of like half-assedly done with Discovery, right? When they went into the 31st century, right? But even then, even going into the 31st century, you're still messing with canon a little bit because that's where Daniels was from. So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's just a cluster the way they handled it. So, I mean, it's Star Trek. I want to love it, right? Because it's Star Trek. But there at a it comes to a certain point where yeah, it's Star Trek. But come on, guys, come on. Kevin says I kind of agree with that, but the premise for the burn was stupid. Yes, yeah, the burn was that was horrible. That was horrible. I agree, Kevin. The burn was just stupid, absolutely stupid. You get some aquatic guy that's food for the other species on his planet, and he goes psycho crazy in his head and causes that to happen. What? Really?
All I did was cry.
As if humanity couldn't figure out a different way without dilithium.
Yep.
Which brings up a good point. Zephram Cochrane didn't have dilithium. And he went to Warp 1. So, yeah.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, Strange New Worlds, I like it a lot. I mean, I like the new ship and everything.
They had different warp tech out there. Yeah.
Yep.
But the thing is, though, right, with the Phoenix, Zephram Cochrane didn't have dilithium. So, but he still managed to make a very compact warp reactor and regulate the combustion, if you want to, the reaction. He managed to regulate the reaction inside the warp, that little tiny warp reactor on the Phoenix without dilithium. So
Warp bubble.
yeah, well, which creates the warp bubble. Yeah, I mean, you channel the energy through the nacelles, it creates the warp bubble. But yeah.
Yep. Creates around the ship and gives you warp, and you can keep on going.
Yep, you compress the space in front of you and expand it behind you, and yeah.
Then when they stop and Cochrane says, "Is that Earth?" Yeah. It looks so small. And Riker says, "But it's going to get a whole lot bigger."
Yep. It's about to get a whole lot bigger.
No, it's going to get a whole lot bigger. That was a neat show.
Yeah. Well, that was First Contact.
Yep.
One of the better TNG movies.
I think that was the first one, wasn't it? No.
No, Generations was.
Generation was the first one. That one there must have been the second one. I don't know. It's Star Trek.
Wait, no, didn't I don't think First Contact came after Generations. I think that one with the
Well, you had Generations. Then they lost the Enterprise D.
Yeah, that was Generations.
Right. Then First Contact came because he showed a new ship, Enterprise E. Most advanced ship in Starfleet. When they didn't went on the front line because Captain Picard was involved with at the time, since he was assimilated.
Yeah. And the thing is, in the beginning of that movie, right, where he heard the Borg thoughts, it's like, really? Come on. I thought that was a little much, but
that made a good show, though.
Kevin says also the whole Burnham thing was being court-martialed, yet making it to captain after basically, offing her captain doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, it don't. Yep. When she off Giorgio, yep. And then, and then guess who comes over from the mirror universe? Giorgio, right? So because of course.
Yeah, but she had to go back to the mirror universe because she was dying.
Oh, but she came back in the Section 31 movie, don't you know?
I try to watch Section 31, and it's just like puking. I haven't watched any more of it. I watched
What
maybe about a
I,
half an hour of it.
I'll tell you what really grinds my gears about that Section 31 movie was the captain from the Enterprise C
Yeah.
was in there as a young lieutenant. Rachel Garrett. Yeah, Rachel Garrett. With blue hair, and she was a young lieutenant, and it was like, okay, if this is Prime Universe, you're going to tell me that's Rachel Garrett? I don't fucking think so. No, hell no.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin says, yeah, then that leaves the Section 31 movie. It was disgusting. Yeah, Garrett was pointless in that movie. Absolutely, she was pointless in that movie. And then you had this kid, this kid that looked like a high school jock wearing a mech suit, right? Like something out of Warhammer 40,000 or something. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, what is this? Oh, God, it was horrible. It's so awful.
I watched about a half an hour, and I turned the damn thing off.
That's why I wish Daniel was up here, because Daniel was so geeked about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is, he kept saying over and over, oh, we're getting Section 31 movie, and everybody was poo-pooing Daniel. But lo and behold, it comes out. Yeah, and then because I can't remember if Daniel actually said he liked it or not, but I think he did. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but
yeah.
Oh, personally, no, that was awful. It was like, here's flashing lights. I hope you don't have seizures from it, and or puke from the dialogue. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So.
Well, he was probably thinking, since they did Section 31 on DS9, it's going to be something like that.
No, it wasn't nothing like that. No.
I know it wasn't. It was way off base.
Yeah, Kevin says it didn't have even a thing to do with Section 31. Mm-hmm. Then Jamie Lee had no cameo in it. Yeah, I know. Oh, Jamie Lee had to cameo in it too. Yeah, I know. It was. Yeah, Section 31 was a shit fest. Kevin says she had Borg eyepiece that had no point to it. Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
Exactly. You know, that's just like which what movie or show was it that they killed Icheb from Voyager? And
I don't even remember them killing him off.
Yeah, they did. And
I don't remember at all.
And the thing is, they didn't even have the balls to hire Manu Intirami to play Icheb during that scene. It was a different actor. It's like, oh, come on. Seriously, you're going to kill off one of the most beloved Borg kids from Voyager and then have some actor that we don't know from Piss from Pot from do it. Yeah, that was awful.
That's Hollywood for you. Yeah, someday I'll have to.
I think it was I want to say, I think it was a Picard episode where they killed off Icheb.
Huh. I don't know. I keep hearing about it now and then, but I'm like, someday, and I got time, I'll have to check into it and find out what name of the episode it was and what season and watch it.
Kevin says the premise of Giorgio having to have kill your opponent and family to become emperor is dumb. Yeah, that is dumb, because even in like TOS or DS9 or anything dealing with the mirror universe, even in Enterprise, to become emperor or empress, as Hoshi Sato did in the mirror universe, you don't have to kill the Emperor's family or even the Emperor. You just got to go and show that you're more powerful, right? So, and Kevin says it was Picard when they killed it. Okay, yeah, it was in Picard. Okay.
Don't know.
Yeah, so it's one of the Picard episodes out of one of the 3 seasons. It's been so long since I've seen it. I remember that happened. I just don't remember what season or what episode. I know I could Google it, but Kevin says, think it was season 2 when they killed Icheb in the stupidest way. Let's take his eye out. Yeah, I know, right? Come on. They put a drill literally through his eye and through his brain, I'm guessing. So yeah. Dumb. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That must have been on the board cube at that time when they had someone walking through checking on stuff and everything, and they had Borgs laying on tables and they was doing stuff to him at that time.
Yeah, because he was on a
Yeah.
table, yeah, and then this like drill comes down from the ceiling,
Yeah.
on a robot arm, like you see like in a '60s schlock film or some shit. Yeah.
Okay. I think okay. I got it now. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah,
Back
thank
to
you.
brain.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kevin, for knowing what we're trying to talk about here.
Yeah,
Kevin says, yeah, that's when they introduced 7 and 9. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. That was the beginning probably of season 2 up occurred then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Beginning of season 2. Yep.
Because they had a Borg ship and they had
they had a cube. Yep.
They had a cube and they put force fields up and they was testing the Borg and all that stuff, and it's like, okay, this is a little weird. And 7 and 9 shows up and she goes to the command center and she becomes the queen of the whole Borg ship and she crashes the damn thing.
Kevin says he's a big fan of Trek, even if it sucks now. Same here. I'm such a big fan of Trek, and I really want to love every aspect of it, but there's just some of the stuff they've done over the last few years that I just it makes my skin crawl. But I'm still a fan, and maybe I'm you've heard the term like hopeless romantic, right? Where you long for like how stuff used to be and you want certain things a certain way, right? But you know what? When it comes to Star Trek, we as fans, I think we kind of had that right, because we're the ones paying for the merchandise, watching the shows, keeping it alive, basically. So,
yep.
You think they'd do like they used to do and listen to their fans. When all the fans used to have was a copper telephone line and a piece of paper and an ink pen. It was actually a write-in. How do you say that? Like for season 3 of TOS. It was the fans that wrote in and said, give us season 3, because they were talking about canceling TOS after season 2. So
Yep. And they got season 3. And Roddenberry wasn't really involved too much on that season. He pretty much kind of gave up on that.
Kevin says there's rumors Kurtzman is out once Skydance takes over. They didn't like Section 31 and how it flopped.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't blame him.
Good. I hope something good comes out of that. I really do. But the way it's been the last, 10 years. No, 2020, 5 years, 6 years, however long it's been since Discovery came out, I really, really hope they change direction with Star Trek and take it back to what makes Trek good. Make Trek again. How about that? There's a slogan for you. Make Trek again.
Yeah. That's where the fan films come in and try to keep everything going as well, as I said earlier.
Exactly. Me and Jim are already throwing some ideas around, and he sent me some stuff, and I'm gonna get some stuff recorded for him, see what we can do with it. So
Yeah.
you might you never know. You might see the crazy Vulcan, or you you might see Captain James again, or you might I don't know. We're just lots of stuff we can do. So stay tuned to Jim. Yeah, stay tuned to Jim's channel for that. And if anybody wants to help out, Jim's always willing to listen to people and even bring people on. So.
Yeah.
But one thing we gotta emphasize this though. It's we do it because we love Star Trek, right? It's not like we're out there getting paid for it. So.
I was going to say, StreamYard changed a few things, didn't they?
Yeah, you noticed.
Damn, yeah. I'm like, you talk about a crazy Vulcan?
You got a Vulcan going crazy over here because I ain't looking at the camera. All right, let's start your.
You mean that one?
Yeah, my crazy Vulcan.
Wow, I really had to take a couple of looks like, what the hell's going on here? It's changed. Shit.
Kevin says season 3 of Picard finally got better.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't great because it was kind of a rehash of the Borg stuff, but it was nice to see the TNG crew again and the bridge of the D Enterprise D and the cool ship scenes. Yes, absolutely. It was. And I love the explanation for it because they said they salvaged the saucer section off of that, Viridian 3 or 4, whatever planet it crashed on.
Right.
And they used the star drive section of another starship, and Geordi restored it for the museum that way, which was great. I mean, that was great,
Well, I tell you what, when that lit up and they got on the bridge, I started tearing up a little bit.
I got a lump in the back of my throat. I'm like, yes, finally.
Yep.
We get a little crumb of Star Trek.
Yep. We got an old friend that came back.
Yes.
Yep.
Kevin says, yeah, they did some great small shorts about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, yep. I don't think I saw the shorts about it, but yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I did. I mean, they're great. Every single one of
them. Kevin says it was a tearjerker for those bridge scenes. Yeah, I mean, I had a lump in the back of my throat. I was like, oh, yeah, it was great. That was a great moment right there. So, we got to give Picard season 3 credit for that. So, for sure. And also Shelby on the bridge of the Enterprise F, the Odyssey class starship, seeing her after, like, basically since the end of season 3, beginning of season 4 with that Borg episode, right? So seeing Shelby as a captain, why wasn't she an admiral by then? That's almost how many years later? So yeah, I mean,
yeah. And there was questions about her the way she got shot, because she got shot twice in the midsection, and they didn't know if she was still alive or not.
They did those LCARS boards so much better than the TV bridge. Well, you know what, Kevin, though? That's what you get for having 1080p or 4K high definition versus 4x3.
Yeah.
Just saying, bud. Just saying. We've come a long way since the mid 80s, early 90s as far as the cameras and everything goes.
And I think with the remake of the Enterprise D bridge, they took and donated to someone. I can't remember who it was.
Oh,
And
did
that
they?
you can actually go to that bridge now and be part of it.
Oh, kind of like they used to do back in Las Vegas back in the
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And I remember back in Vegas, way back in the day, they had, it was called the Star Trek Experience.
Right.
I never got to go. I always wanted to, but
Yeah. Well, when you got no money, you can't go anywhere.
yeah, exactly. It's either take a Greyhound and beg for beans on the sidewalk when the bus stops for a minute, or or don't go. And I chose not to go.
Greyhound, what's that? I haven't seen a Greyhound bus in years.
You know, I haven't either. All I've seen are Indian Trails buses.
Yeah.
So,
I think the Greyhound got to a dog a retirement place, and that's about far as it went.
well, as far as I know, they're still in business. But
Yeah.
Kevin says one of my favorite scenes was when Seven was talking to Jack Picard, and explains the ships and how she talked about Voyager. Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yep.
That was a very good scene. Yes,
It brought back a lot of memories.
yep. I love talking about this stuff. Thank you so much, Kevin, for hanging out with us and chatting about this. It really means the world to me. It really does. But
Yeah. I mean, to have a star base with little things out there with different ships from the past.
oh, the museum,
around
yeah,
the
yeah,
whole thing.
yep,
Yeah.
the Starbase Museum, yeah.
Star base. Yeah, that was neat as heck though.
You're welcome. No, I really mean it, but thank you. That's that's why I relaunched. That's why I relaunched my channel, because the other one was just, I didn't like where it was going, so I just decided to restart and like talk about things we really want to talk about, which is Star Trek, science fiction. And some nights, if I'm doing lives and we just want to hang out as friends, let's do that. I don't want no drama, none of the BS, right? So, Kevin says, love talking Trek when people know and love it as much. Oh, absolutely. I am a diehard Trek fan. So is Jim. So, yes, absolutely. Kevin, I don't know. Are you subbed up to Jim's channel where we do his the fan film? Because there's some great stuff over there.
Yeah, at Commodore Productions, we try to do the best we can.
Yeah, we don't have a lot. Basically, all we have is our cameras and ourselves. With we might have a uniform shirt and a couple of props, but that's all we got. So, and Jim does basically all the editing and all the post production. So, you got to give Jim credit for that. Jim, you want to throw your link in for Kevin?
That's a lot of work.
Well, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll find it.
No. I'm just saying, doing a fan film, as we said earlier, that's a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Throw your link in for Kevin there, bud.
I'm working on
it. Kevin, here's a couple of outtakes I'm going to play while Jim's looking for that link for you. You saw the crazy Vulcan. Now here's Jim's crazy Vulcan.
I can't figure that. Oh my god.
You got a Vulcan going crazy over here because I ain't looking at the camera. All right, let's start your video. So there you go, Kevin. There's a few outtakes for me and Jim. And there's the link right there.
I tell you what, that Vulcan.
Oh, you know what, Kevin? I am so sorry. I know you've been around the channel for a while, so I do this with everybody that's been around for a while. Please don't think it's an obligation. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just like we'll call it my security blanket, right? For people I know that have been around and won't let people say dumb shit in the chat. So I made you a standard mod just in case you're around sometime. So
There you go.
oh, funny stuff. Yes, absolutely. We have bloopers up the butt. I mean, I think we need to put out a blooper video, Jim.
Yeah. I've been told that before, but that's why I put the bloopers at the end of the videos. There's been a few of them. There's a lot of bloopers on there. A lot of bloopers.
And like I said, we do this because we love Star Trek, and when we mess up, we want the world to know about it, right? Because we're only human.
Yeah, the Breach series in season 2, it's got a lot of bloopers in that one. There's a lot of stuff in there that me, Matt, and Jay worked on a lot.
Oh yeah,
A lot of stuff. Breach was pretty fun, but man, it was long. Hours. Man.
yeah. That a lot of hours put into the Breach series.
Hours. But it shows, what could happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask Kevin, if Kevin is still in the chat, if maybe he'd want to do like a little watch through of one of the Commodore Productions films that we did.
You can always join the channel too. We got a join button down there that only costs $2 a month. And hello, Suzanne. What's up?
Hey, Suzanne, how you doing, girl?
Hit that join button, and everybody gets to see what's going on before it goes public.
Kevin says the best new stuff was Lower Decks and Prodigy, which I admit I still have to watch those. I do have to still watch those, but I'm going to. They got those perfectly done.
Yep.
And Suzanne says, "Hey, Kevin. Hey, Jim." And Kevin says hi to Suzanne. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Suzanne, you want to jump up for a second, or are you feeling up to it, girl? Always love talking to you.
You just go to X and center a link and pop in.
Oh, she knows how to come in.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Yellow alert. All stations, yellow alert.
Oh, actually for Suzanne, we gotta red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert.
I noticed that you don't have any of those alerts on here.
Hey, Suzanne, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Let's see.
Can you hear
Kevin
me?
said, "Oh yeah, we can hear you." Kevin says,
Okay.
"It's worth it. Lower Decks is fun." Okay, cool. Yeah.
I've seen Lower Decks.
Yep, I've got Paramount, obviously, but I just had funny story. I haven't actually paid for Paramount in almost 4.5 years, and I still am able to use it. So,
yeah,
I sent in my cancellation request. They stopped billing my card, and they still let me watch. So, hey, whatever.
Lucky.
That's on them.
Yeah.
Kevin says, Suzanne, I jumped to this channel as they were talking more Trek. Absolutely. And Kevin, you've been amazing carrying on the Trek conversation. I love it, bud. I really do.
Thanks.
Yeah, he was on another channel I was on.
I know. I seen yous over there.
I don't know where I was. Somewhere I was modding.
Somewhere with what?
Somewhere I was modding. I don't remember the channel.
Oh, well, I know Gorilla went live like 2 or 3 minutes before I did. So.
Okay, well, I'm over there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you
They're
were
not
on another
talking
channel
about
besides
Star
that. Oh, okay.
They're not-
So what's up, Suzanne? How are you in Harlem doing?
we're doing good. No complaints really.
Awesome.
Other than the wildfires we're surrounded by.
Again?
Oh no! Oh no! Really?
Oh, two provinces. The one
Oh,
below us and the
Jesus.
one we're in. Yeah.
Jesus! This is only freaking May 30. Oh, like June. Come on. Oh,
Yeah, tomorrow's June.
Saskatchewan is wildfires like crazy, and so is Manitoba.
oh.
Yep.
No, wait. You said provinces above and below you. I thought all your provinces were side by side.
Well, they are. The fires are coming from the bottom part of one province to the top part of another. If that makes sense?
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought maybe I had my Canada map wrong in my brain. But
Coming from the south ends of the provinces. So
oh, okay. So yeah, it's coming up from the ass end, basically.
Oh,
Yeah, like Taco Bell.
that's the one.
Taco Bell.
That's the one.
Yeah, I was checking my weather out yesterday, and it said something about smoke, and I'm like, "What do you mean smoke?" Now I know.
Well, I know. I saw what Mark put in the Commodore chat, and Mark's only 2 hours north of me. And the funny thing is, we don't get none of that here in the center part where I'm at.
Yeah, he's getting snow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. He's only 2 hours north. I'm like, snow. You can keep that shit, buddy.
No kidding.
Somebody's getting snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know where I'm at. I'm just north of. Okay. So I'm like 2.5 hours north of Detroit, Windsor, right?
Right.
This guy's 2 hours north of me. And he's talking about stuff. I'm like, oh, hell no. No.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something? Snow in June.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. I remember as a kid, we had a lightning snowstorm in June.
Oh, Harlem would love it.
Back in the 80s. Yeah, we had a lightning snowstorm in June. It's pretty
Harlem
cool.
would love it. He's such a big boy. He doesn't like the heat. He likes it cold.
Yeah, what'd you say? He's 6'4". Yeah, 6'4".
6'2".
6'2". Yeah, 6'4". Yeah, he's a big boy. That's all I know.
6'4", 360.
360. Jesus, he's twice my weight.
He's a
16
beast.
inch,
Yeah.
16-inch shoes.
18s.
18. Oh shit.
18 shoes. Yeah. I wish they were 16s. Fuck.
Kevin says Lower Decks has a season where they do where they go back to DS9, and it's a cool look at that future. They got Kira and Quark to come in as a cartoon. DS9 looks wonderful. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch it now. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. It's also funny too.
Yeah.
You're streaming now too, eh?
Oh, I've been streaming.
Yeah.
For
No,
an hour, 18 months.
Yeah, hour and yeah. Like I had set up my stream to go live, and then I set up my links like I always do before I go live. And right in the middle of sending out my links, Gorilla went live. So like literally he went live 2 minutes before I did. So which is okay. I mean, I don't mind, you know. Kevin says they also have one episode where they go back to the Bozeman. Oh, Bozeman, Montana, the site of first contact. It was fun.
That was funny as heck too.
You know, there was one of the Lower Decks characters. There was a crossover between him. I think it was Boimler. Boimler crossed over from Lower Decks and went on Strange New Worlds. I freaking loved that episode.
Yes.
You remember that, Kevin? When Boimler went from Lower Decks on the Strange New Worlds? That was awesome.
I'd seen that about a week or so ago. There's even shorts about that too.
Yeah. That was a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the actor and what? Wait, wasn't it the voice
Yeah,
actor?
the record maneuver. Yeah.
The voice actor actually did the live action for Boimler. So
Yes.
oh yeah, he did the Riker maneuver. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Or as Harlan says, I'm just sitting down. Kevin says, I watched that episode 5 times. Okay, cool. Yep. One of the best episodes of Strange New Worlds right there.
Well, I don't like the one with the damn Gorn on it. Those Gorns are gory. I hate that.
Oh, I know. It's like you took this
gory.
big, slow rubber suit monster, and you made him into something from Jurassic Park. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't like that part. I hate it.
I'm going to bounce, Jay.
Okay, Suzanne. Thank
All
you
right,
for
take
hopping
care.
on.
Thanks for
You
having
have
me,
a good
guys.
night.
Yeah,
You
no
too.
problem. Take care.
Yep.
Always great to talk to Suzanne.
Oh yeah. Anytime I go live, I send her a link automatically.
Yep.
When she comes on, and she wants to come on and talk for a few minutes, that's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Suzanne is a treasure. I love having her in the chat and watching.
Yeah.
Kevin says, yes, it is. They flipped it to cartoon of Strange New Worlds at the end, which was cool. Frakes directed it. Yeah. Yeah. You know Frakes is all about like track, right? So yeah, that you could really tell that was a person that loved and respected Star Trek doing that episode. I loved it. I loved every minute of that episode.
Yeah, me too. And of course, when Strange New Worlds did that singing parts and everything, but everyone's like, "Oh, I hate that." I said, "But if you listen to it, it tells you what's going on." Yeah,
I know it tells you, but it reminded me so much of the TOS hippie episode. I'm like, no, oh God, no, not another musical. No.
It wasn't close to the hippies. It was a lot different. The best part I like when they got the Klingons on there and started their singing. That was neat as
heck. Kevin says Frank should be the next showrunner. That would save Trek. It absolutely would. Yes. I agree with that 100%. Yes. Yes, Kevin. I agree with you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You put him to do the next Star Trek 4 coming up, and it might be a better movie.
Hey Jim, well let me ask this to Kevin. Kevin, do you want to see one of the fan film episodes that that I've been a part of over on Jim's channel? Just to kind of give you an idea. I mean, we put our heart and souls into this. And like I said, Jim does like basically 100% of the post-production. So
yeah.
I mean, if you want to, I'm happy to show it. So Kevin says Lower Decks even had a Temerian from Darmok. Yes. Nice.
When the walls fell.
Its sails unfurled.
That was a little strange one right there.
Yeah,
but at the end, you got to the point.
Yeah, go ahead and pull something up, Jim. Kevin says he'll watch.
Oh boy.
Or I can go to your channel, pull something up. I just thought you're more familiar with everything. So.
Well, let's see if we can find something from Breach.
Yeah, Breach was one where we were all working together and firing on our cylinders and.
Well.
Oh, there's Matt.
Hey Matt. What's up?
Hey, Kevin, this is Matt. He's a creative consultant for Commodore Productions. Actually, Matt's in a couple of the fan films too.
Yep.
Matt, that's I don't know if you know Kevin Strecky, but Kevin is a really I don't know if I'd say hardcore, but he's really a big time Trek fan. So
Mm-hmm.
plus he just subbed up to Jim tonight. So thank you
did
for
he?
that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that, Kevin. We appreciate it. Matt, if you want to jump on panel, you can, buddy. Kevin, you
All right.
can as well. Yeah, Kevin can too, but I think Kevin told me before that he likes to be in the chat, which is fine. I got no problem with that.
Yeah. I found a trailer, Breach 5 trailer. I mean, that'll give you an idea.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna play a trailer for Breach 5 for you, Kevin. Oh, wait, what's it? There we go.
Oh, yeah. Next time on Commodore Productions. Stay tuned.
And Mark does a great job on those ships.
Yeah, Captain Mark absolutely does.
One communications.
As Federation starships. So, thank you very much, Admiral.
Oh no, he's bitching like crazy. Admiral, sir. Yeah.
Wait a fracking minute. I was
So everything will keep on going smoothly, then I can learn everything from you, sir, Admiral Bullshank. That'll teach me how to do everything as an admiral should be doing.
don't think identifications of 2 Federation starships heading this way. I'll continue to scan and give you more information as soon as I get it. 2 Federation starships. One is USS Revenge.
The Ferengi that's out there?
I know all about the treaty. My computer is fixed and I'll be leaving here momentarily. Thank you for your warning and cooperation. Captain Finkel, out.
Captain Finkel, have a safe trip back to Romulus. Cancel red alert. Comms. Please contact Captain James of USS Revenge and other many journeys that we will have. Well, there goes Captain Finkel.
Commodore.
Yeah, pointing at the stripes.
You look like a smurf.
Let's try it again.
You look like a smurf.
Where'd that come from?
So, Zeke,
Quack, quack, quack.
he's praying.
Thank you,
He tried to evoke it.
How are you today, sir? I am Admiral Whitey. Captain. And
Hey, story advisor, man. Hey, look at that.
God, Mark is so awesome with those animations. Oh, that's a new one.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Commodore Productions.
Yep. Yeah, you actually got to see the Fringy Traders shuttle.
I see that. That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, this
And that came-
background here, Ken Mays made this for me.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I got the I found actually, let me put it in I don't know if it'll show up for a background. I can try.
He also made this background for me too.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't
And
do it as
this
a
one
background.
right here, he made that one for me.
Still say that with the computer in the background, you should have had flashing lights going.
Yeah, he's working on that for me.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I got my bridge background up there.
Bridge and bridge. What is bridge?
Yeah, that's my green screen bridge. Remember from back when?
Yeah.
Kevin says, nowadays it seems fan productions are done so much better than the main ones because people care. The new Kurtzman just wants to destroy track. Yeah, and that's the thing. Well, here's the thing. Over at Commodore Productions and Jim and Matt, you know, are both really involved with it. So we don't use scripts. We are ad-libbing our lines. We come up with the story and we go off and we bounce off the other person. One of us has an idea. We'll record something, send it out, and we'll see what happens with it. And does it take some revision? Does it maybe take redoing a couple lines after we come up with the final product? Yeah, but 90% of it is off the top of our heads. We don't sit there and write the stuff out. So, which and I think, yeah, improv, and I think it adds a certain character to the fan film. It really does.
Yeah, it does. And there's a lot of times that me and Matt, when I'm mowing grass, as I said before, we sit down, we talk about stuff, and he bounces stuff off, I bounce stuff off, but sometimes we just don't remember what we bounce off each other.
Kevin says, as long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. We do.
Sure.
We do, Kevin. The only problem is sometimes one of us will get burned out or we take a little time off, and then we have to motivate the other person to get, because we don't want this thing to die on the vine, right? We don't want it to die on the vine. So
right.
We got to be there for each other while we're doing it. So.
Yeah, with other people doing the scenes and that keeps me motivated. Without that, I'm not really motivated. In the last few I did by myself, as you've seen in Breach 5, it had just me as an editor. Mark, Mark told me, he says I don't have to put his name up, but since he got busy and everything, I just put my own name up there, and I mean he was fine with it. But
yeah,
it's nice that it's nice to have someone there to keep you motivated.
Yeah, like we're basically cheerleaders for each other. Like I got kind of busy with stuff over the last few months, taking care of the missus, taking care of her, and everything just was seemed like it was caving in on me. But now I'm getting back into my groove, and I'm being Jim's cheerleader now, right? Saying, hey, send me some stuff. I'm going to do something for you. Let's keep this thing alive. And Jim did send me a couple lines. I just got to wait till I get some free time, either tomorrow morning or Monday when the kid's at school. And I'm going to record some stuff.
All right, I got to go.
All right.
Take care.
Kevin says they spent $10 million on Section 31. What's there to show for it? Not much. Not much. Kevin says the story sucked. The CGI was even subpar for $10 million. So Section 31 was a huge fail in my book. So.
Yeah.
And Daniel, if you listen to this later, sorry, bud, but Section 31 is a fail.
Yeah. Would you like to show the mirror one that you and me did?
Yeah, let me read this from Kevin real quick, then we'll put it up. Kevin says, I'm sure if people gave you half that to you, I'm sure it'd be way better. Oh, dude, they could give us a tenth of that and it'd be 100 times better.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, let's play this one then.
Who's that Vulcan? Who the hell's that guy?
Admiral Shepard.
Okay, so in case you don't know, that's Jim, and you're going to see me playing a Vulcan here, Kevin.
Is that you?
It is not.
It's hard to see. Your transmission is very fuzzy. I told that damn engineer to fix this damn monitor. What is wrong with that engineer? When I get a chance, I'm going to get his agonizer and put him in the booth.
That sounds most uncomfortable. However, I am not Admiral Shepard.
What's your name again?
My name is Sakir. I'm from Vulcan.
What's your name again?
I just said, sir, I'm a Vulcan. You do have a short clean.
What species are you?
All the bloopers. I'm a Vulcan.
Oh, great. I got a frackin' Vulcan. I hate Vulcans. I hate them because they destroyed my plans to take over the other universe. I was gonna be the Commodore, but unfortunately, I got defeated.
That is most unfortunate that you dislike Vulcans the way that you do. Obviously, sir, your plans were not very well thought out since you did not take over my universe.
I want Admiral Shepard. Admiral Shepard has seen the communiques from Bullshank. I have their offices bugged. I have a long-range transmission from one universe to the next, so I know what's going on over there.
That would explain a great many things, sir, since you have our communications bugged.
I want to destroy Boone. I want him to croak, die, be done with it.
The odds of you destroying Commodore Boone are highly improbable, sir.
That's why I shaved my beard to make it look like his.
No, sir, you did not. And to quote a human saying, that's what you get for thinking, sir.
But if anybody else is available, I guess I'll take them. But, dang! Fracker. What am I going to do? I thought I had Admiral Shepard in my trap beam. But I guess not. Well, Vulcan, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't send you back. Because I know the information you learn here, you will tell them what's going on. So we developed something that I'm going to take as there's going to be a blue beam over your head in a few seconds. And it's going to erase your memory of this event. There.
You may try. I fail to see how a beam is going to erase my memory.
According to the readouts, it worked.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Beaming you back to where you belong. Never come back here again, Vulcan!
Fascinating.
Who asked you, Vulcan?
You did.
Oh, look. That was not the edited one, but that was edited with more different sounds in that. But I figured it'd be a lot better to play that one than have the other one that's got stuff in it that don't want to get you copyrights or anything, which I don't think you would.
Oh no, I don't think it will. No, you'd actually have to claim it if it were to do that. Besides, all I gotta say is you're up here as the channel owner playing it, so
Yeah.
and even
Right.
you could dispute it on my behalf. So
Well, YouTube, they got fart crossways.
no, I mean I know. I mean, since you're over 10K now, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I really don't think they would.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, but yeah, that was like the we'll just call that the beta version before the final version came out. Yeah, because I did notice. I'm like, wait, no, we cut that out. No, we fixed that.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt gave me the idea about the mirror universe.
And that was a damn good idea. Yeah.
And I bought that shirt. That damn shirt was not cheap at all.
I know, right?
But yeah, it's there, and just try to act just like you would be in the mirror universe, because the mirror universe are pretty damn mean people.
Yeah, Kevin liked it. Yeah, there's
thank you.
we have a bunch of that fan film stuff over on Jim's channel, Kevin. So so that's what I do. I help Jim out with that, right? So I mean,
no. Yep, and there are playlists. I haven't got season 2 done yet. Well, one of these days, and I guess in time I got to get it.
Well, season 2 is season 2 is recorded and uploaded. Jim just hasn't put it into a playlist where you can play through.
Right, right. It's all there. There's also some interviews. I got interviewed by Jefferson Kelly, then Jay interviewed me as well.
Yep, and I think don't quote me on this.
Thinking again?
I'm thinking. Oh, brain, what is brain? No, I think I have the interview on the other computer on the desktop. I might be able to re-upload it. If not, send it to me and I'll re-upload it for you. On this channel, on the new channel.
I don't know. I don't think I have the original. I don't know.
Well, if you don't, then I don't, because the other channel's gone. So.
Then you can do a new one.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, you can do a new one.
Yeah, I like that slogan. Yes, we can.
Yeah, I'm sure I got it on my channel, but that's I got it when you was doing it.
Oh, yeah, you might have downloaded it. Yeah, but hey, even if you downloaded it, it's still the same one. So
yeah, it's over there in Commodore side. I forget what the name of it is when you go live, and I can kind of hitch back on the darn thing and put it on my channel as well.
That's called simulcasting.
Simulcast, thank you.
Yeah, which I said you could do. Yeah, I told you can do it anytime I'm live.
Yeah,
you can do that. So, I mean, as long as you're in StreamYard, you can do that. Which, by the way, Jim is one of the the only other person associated with my StreamYard that's allowed to do that. So, well, what I should say is Jim could start a live stream on my channel and end it without me even having anything to do with it. So that's how much trust I. Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's how much trust I got in Jim, because he's a good friend. So.
Oh boy, we can really do a live stream on here and say, do you want to hear what really Jay does?
What besides work and take care of missus with a debilitating genetic disease? Yeah, I'm sure they really want to hear about that.
Nah, I wouldn't do anything like that.
And raising a 13-year-old on top of it. Yeah. Hey, isn't that some fun stuff?
And I'm waiting on him to put those uniforms on to do a couple scenes someday.
It's coming. Just give me a couple days. It's coming. I got you, bro. I got you.
Yep. Who knows?
Well, why don't you play some more of the more finely edited stuff that we did to show off your editing skills? That you came a long way with your editing.
Jeez.
What? Yeah.
My editing skills? What the hell is that?
Kevin said, I don't think Picard did the Changeling justice. It was weird. DS9 version looked, but it did. The DS9 version looked way better. I agree, Kevin.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, that's something we can't do on our little budget. That we have no budget. Not to quote our friend Vance Major, but we're literally no budget.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a no budget, by the way. There is no budget.
Well, no, our good friend Vance Major over at No Budget Productions.
Yeah.
We're not trying. Yeah, we're not trying to, infringe on him in any way, but we feel the pain. We feel the pain, dude. We do, really, because literally we do this out of our own pocket. So.
Yeah, and that's where Commodore Boone got his first start over there at No Budget Productions. Thanks to Matt Arnold for asking Vance if I can try it. And I did.
and the funny thing, I knew Vance way before I met you, Jim.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing about all this. And now I'm working with you on your fan films.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even Vance that introduced me to you. We met on our own.
Yeah.
Oh, Vance Major. Yeah, Vance Major over at No Budget Productions. That is a stand-up guy right there. So.
Yeah.
He really is.
Let's try this one. See how that one works out.
Oh, Apology. Okay, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and play that, Jim. Here's another one for you, Kevin. It's called Apology. Wait, Apology what? Well, it's part of the Apology series. So.
Yeah, it's got Admiral Shepard and Commodore Boone.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in this one, but yeah.
No.
Nope, I'm not in this one. This is Jim playing multiple parts. So
here we go.
Go ahead, Jim. Play
Captain
that
Shepard.
beautiful beam footage.
I was pleased to hear that the Vulcan ambassador accepted your apology. That the Vulcan ambassador took it to the high command. And they checked it out and they approved your apology. So, kind of watch what you say around the Vulcans. We need the Vulcans. They got more knowledge than what we got. So you take care of yourself. Admiral Jim Shepard, out.
Yeah, that wasn't what I thought it was.
No, that's not. That's like a clip.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. It lets me read this from Kevin. Kevin says, I've understood that if Kurtzman gets the boot, all of the characters he created cannot carry on unless they pay for it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Gotta love those royalty fees. But to me, Rafi can remain out, and even Jack. No, but really, you did. Oh, I like Rafi. She seems like a weed smoking beer. Oh, I kind of like Rafi. Okay,
Yeah.
I kind of dug Rafi. She kind of, yeah, she's real, kind of. And Jack, yeah, okay. One thing I gotta say about Jack, ever since TNG, it's not like we didn't see the Jack character coming, right? We all knew that was gonna come, even if they did name him after Beverly's dead husband that Picard got killed on an away mission, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I could see not having Jack back in there, especially the way his storyline ended. But Raffi, oh come on, no, Raffi, I thought was actually one of the better characters.
Mm.
Raffi was okay in her past. Yes, in her past, we all have a past. And that's what Star Trek is about, right? We all have a past.
Yep.
We all have social issues that we're working through. That's why I think she's an amazing character. So, but I do appreciate your opinion on it, Kevin. I really do. Just in my book, she is what Trek embodies. Trek embodies the current social situations that we find ourselves in, and she had a problem. She overcame it, and yeah, and she did get better at the end. Absolutely, which goes back to me. What I say about Trek is it states the social situations we're in. So yes, absolutely, Kevin. Thank you. I appreciate your comments, Kevin. I really do. Kevin said it would be nice to see Seven captain the Enterprise. Well, we got kind of a glimpse of it at the very end of season 3 of Picard. But yes, I absolutely would love to see a 7 of 9 spinoff. Absolutely, yes. Okay, Jim.
But of course, when they did Captain Sulu one time, a few times, they was going to do a spinoff on that, but never did.
I know they should have. That kind of irritated me that they did.
Yeah. Well, let's see if this one's any better.
Wow, Commodore Boone's calling me? It's been a while since I heard that name. It's been a while. It sure has. Maybe he's contacted me to thank me for cleaning up his quarters. That's pretty messy. I don't like a dirty quarters. I like a clean one. Very well.
Just like your hair did.
Yeah, okay, well, put Commodore Boone on the main screen, please. Thank you.
Really?
I got that. Put him on screen.
Captain Shepard, how are you today? Commodore Boone, it's a pleasure. I'm doing fine today. How can I help you? Captain Shepard, you and I have something in common, especially a certain Vulcan ambassador.
Vulcan. What is Vulcan?
Interesting.
Wow. Interesting.
Well, just a minute clip.
Oh, you did that. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. That's just a minute clip.
Oh. Vulcan. What is Vulcan? Just that look you had on your face.
I know. Yeah. Well, if you go over to the original site over there, you can watch the whole video. Everything's there.
Given says, if Delancey's kid was still an actor, hey, you know what about John Delancey? I'll say this. I remember watching him on my mama's soap operas before TNG even premiered. When TNG premiered in 1987, I was 11 years old, sitting in the living room. I said, Mama, it's that soap opera guy.
Mama.
No, literally. Like, Mom, it's that soap opera guy. She's like, what? No, come here. Star Trek, the new Star Trek, Mama. She come out there, she's like, oh shit. And then she's seen him playing Q.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Kevin said if Delancey's kid was a silhouette actor, he should have taken over as Q in the new series and in Star Trek Online. But I heard he's not acting anymore. Yes, he did an awesome job as a kid in Voyager. He absolutely did. Yes, I love that episode. What the hell was the name of that episode? Kevin, what was the name of that episode, bud? Oh, yeah. I know it's not Q Who, because Q Who was a TNG episode. Because Q kept trying to get Janeway to mate with him, and then him and the female Q mated, and all they did was touch fingers like ETs. Yeah, and Janeway said, "That's it."
That's it.
Yeah, and then a year later, Q Jr. showed up. Yeah. Well, actually, Q Jr. showed up as an infant, and then a year later showed up as like the teenager. Yeah. Also, there was a TNG episode where there was a blonde girl that was a Q. That didn't know she was a Q. Nobody knew she was a Q. Actually, her parents, her Q parents and her moved to Earth, but they broke some unwritten Q rule or whatever. So the continuum basically wiped them out in a tornado, which, because of the Earth weather grid, there hadn't been a tornado in Kansas for like 300 years or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. And so she wound up by herself. Oh, Q2. Yes, Q2. Thank you, Kevin. Yes. Yeah, her name was Amanda something, the TNG episode. Yeah, then Q shows up, takes her, they stand on the very back of the Enterprise D while it's at warp 5 or something going through space. Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, the one with little Q from Voyager, that was awesome. Like, he's an infant. Like they touch fingers. They come back. He's an infant. A year later, they come back. He's like 15 years old. He's like Wesley's age when he comes back.
Yeah.
A year later. You know, when Star Trek had good storylines, except for when they turned Janeway and what's his name? The helmsman from Voyager, Tom Paris, into salamanders, and you know they made it. The one on TNG with Amanda was great. Yes, absolutely. That was an awesome episode. Yes, it was. You know what else I love, Kevin, was in Voyager when the Q were having their civil war, right? And the episode started with all of these stars going supernova as a side effect of the Q Continuum War. It's like, what? They're like in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th dimension. But whatever they're doing is causing stars in our 3rd dimension to go supernova.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Civil War one was great. Yes, it was. That was a good one. Oh, what you got here, Jim?
Oh no, it's Breach 4. It's got an Admiral and Captain James, I think.
Oh, one of my characters. Okay.
We're hoping it's going to be that.
Well, if witches were horses.
Checking out all the new officers coming out from the academy. Jeez, that reminds me so much of that many years ago. Man, I can remember when I was a fresh officer out of the academy. And boy, I wish I was a young, strapping officer again. Where I'm stuck behind this desk and it really angers the crap out of me. I don't like it, but I got no choice. That's my job. They say I'm too old to command, but that's a bunch of hooey. Well, I got a good ship for this new captain to take over. Computer, contact Captain James. He's floating around in a shuttle truck somewhere. Get a hold of him. Ah, Captain James. Admiral Bolshank here. How are you today, sir?
Yeah, that's the edit before. Yeah. Yeah,
Captain
that's.
James, how would you like to be a captain?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, before you put my scenes in. So.
Yeah, I have noticed trying to go through my files and that StreamYard's only picking certain ones.
No, it's the ones that you fucking tell them to do. But
No,
Kevin's.
It's just that they're picking only certain ones I can put up here.
Oh, well, no, you got to make sure it says all files when you pick.
Oh, I know.
You know, in a drop down menu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin says they also showed us how they lived, and Q said, "We've all been the Scarecrow. Yes, we have. We have. If I only had a heart." Oh wait, no, that was a Tin Man. What did the Scarecrow say? If I only had a fire extinguisher, I can't remember what Scarecrow said. If I only had a heart was a Tin Man. What did Scarecrow say? I can't remember. Shit, I gotta go watch The Wizard of Oz again. Son of a bitch.
The wonderful wizard was.
Yeah, what did Dorothy say? You're just a creepy old guy behind a curtain. Yeah, like all the Pretos out there. Who'd have thunk? That movie was made in the 30s, yo.
Let's try this one.
Okay, let's try this one. Breach 4.
Admiral. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Does it really have that back there? Oh, I thought it was my tapped out sign, but it's not. It's something different.
And don't forget to spray and neuter your tribble.
Yeah, don't forget to spay or neuter your tribble. That's right. Oop, what?
Now what'd you do? It's probably just all you.
Lag.
He's spraying again.
Shaolin monks.
Admiral. I'm doing well, sir. Thank you. Oh, and what might that be, sir?
Yeah, that's just your side.
I gotta say, Admiral, I'm very intrigued. It's definitely a unique opportunity, sir. I'd like to take you up on that.
I gotta say this. I bought an extra large shirt and they sent me literally a 3X. It fits like a 3X. Holy fuck. Yeah. Jim, you could wear that shirt. You literally could.
I have a shirt, but it's a captain, and it's bigger than what
well, that's what that is. That's a captain shirt. Yeah. Kevin says, how about a more serious episode, but a great one? Paradise Lost from DS. Yes, Paradise Lost. That's the one where Nog lost his leg in the war, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We have kind of a serious one like that on Commodore Productions, don't we?
I don't know.
Not as serious, but like it's serious. No, because I remember we had like a kind of a mystery thing going on.
It's probably like Breach.
Or past tense, yeah. Yeah, Breach was Breach, the whole Breach series was like this whole mystery thing going on. Because
it's kind of weird. StreamYard only let me put certain things up. It's weird.
What about the ones like the original ones of Breach where like my Vulcan finds something that's weird and all of a sudden the rest is but it's just the whole Gabriel Bell thing was great. Yeah, that was the Gabriel Bell. They went back in time in like the 20 somethings or 21 somethings. Yeah, where they had the partitioned off slums, right? And Cisco and Bashir basically compared it to the Jewish ghettos of Warsaw, Poland, back in World War II. How Cisco became Bell. Yes, yes. And you never saw the timeline police come after him for that, did you? No, you didn't. But you did. You sure as hell did after Trials and Tribulations. What the fuck's up with that shit? Temporal police. Don't you know what the fuck's going on in the timeline? Come on now. You wonder why we need people like Daniels. Just saying. Star Trek, get your continuity right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be like the whole video about all the things we did, but it's weird.
Oh,
Matt's
hey,
back.
yeah, I guess it's back. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, one of my neighbors down the street, she called me bitching about the other neighbor, and I had to pray for her.
Did you tell her, did you look at her and say, bless your heart?
No, she complaining about the neighbor's dog hurting her dog and all that stuff. And
Now, folks, that was a southern joke on my end because I'm a northerner, I'm a Yank, and Matt knows that. So trust me, he'll get me back in the future. You can bet on that.
oh, I will get you back. A lot sooner than you think.
I know you will, Matt.
Well, plug your ass into a light socket.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Good thing I keep short hair, huh?
Yeah.
Be looking like
Mike Chump.
Be looking like old Doc.
A little worse than that.
Kevin
What
says
is,
that episode. Oh wait, I missed one. I think it's because it was only his face. The same outcome was not changed. Oh shit! I missed the third one. Okay, I'm sorry. How Cisco became Bell and the timeline was a bit changed. I think it's because it was only his face. The same outcome was not changed. That episode where Janeway goes to the past to get that guy that stole future tech was good. Yes. Yeah, that was good too. There was one in TNG like that where the guy that played Max Headroom back in the day.
Yeah.
In TNG.
Yeah, he stole future technology, which is a time ship.
To take it to the past to try to patent it. Yeah. In the TNG episode. Yep.
Yeah, he's from the past, went to the future to steal future technology, but they caught him.
Yeah. The one in TNG, though, that guy was a guy that played Max Headroom.
Yep.
You remember Max? Yeah, that show was like all the rave shit back in the day when I was a kid. So.
Yep.
But yeah, Voyager did have an episode like that too. So.
Yeah,
Which they copied TNG, but you know what? It was still a good episode. So.
Yeah, they had a couple episodes. I think two episodes or something like that. They also had one travel back in several time travel ones.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I think Kevin's talking about the TNG one here. The guy that played Max Headroom was actually supposed to be Robin Williams. Imagine if Robin Williams would have done that part.
I believe it would have been good.
They couldn't get him, so that's why it was the Max Headroom guy. Yeah, but you know what? That Max Headroom guy, he still had his acting chops, and he did a damn good job in it. So hats off.
He did a good job. He did a good job with it.
Plus, you got to remember when that episode aired, it wasn't but a couple years after Max Headroom had actually came out on, so because they had a movie and then they did the HBO thing, and so
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Back to the Future, the original Back to the Future, 1987, right? And you had Michael Jackson, or no, I'm sorry, Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future 2, you went to the Cafe 80s, and you had Michael Jackson taking your order, looking and sounding just like Max Headroom. Can I take your order? Just like Max Headroom would do, right? Kind of skipping. Yeah. So that's how much influence the Max Headroom movie had on popular culture back then, even if you didn't really think about it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim, that's those headsets I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Matt's got some new heads.
Yeah, that looks like the kind I've had for the last 5 years. Does it got USB lights on them too?
No, that's the aircraft headset.
Oh, aircraft.
Yeah.
He's going to be landing some 747s.
No.
This is Gigolo 2469. Request approach instructions.
Yeah, I got a cable. These other ones, that's similar, but them other ones are more. Them are David Clark headsets. They're a lot better.
Yeah, them look like tin cans, as we call them.
These here, better headsets.
Yeah.
These headsets right here, I actually got these at a yard sale. Good while back. Guy was selling all his aviation stuff.
You want to read this one, Matt?
I like that Voyager time travel episode with Sarah Silverman. She really made that role work so well that with Paris and Tuvok. Yeah. That's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a
Man,
while.
a lot of those shows just bring back memories of just a lot of this newer. I like the only newer Star Trek I really like is the new Voyages. The new one that's out.
Well, new Voyages is a fan film.
Yeah, I'm talking about the other one, the one on Paramount.
Oh, Strange New Worlds.
Strange New World. There you go.
Yeah.
That one I like it, but I do not like Discovery, and I don't like that new Section 31 one.
Yeah, that was a movie, and it bombed all kinds of hell. And Matt, I gave my opinion on that. So if you want to rewatch the stream sometime, you'll hear about it. What I had to say is, yeah.
Jim knows my opinion on it. That was the most wasted 2 hours of my time.
You know what really got me about that, Matt, is what was the point?
You know the best part about that series? The ending of it when it went off.
Right?
Just like Discovery.
But Matt, here's my thing with that. Why would you have Lieutenant Rachel Garrett, who would go on to become captain of the Enterprise C in yesterday's Enterprise, but you would have her with blue hair in a go-go outfit and basically playing a non-part? That makes no sense.
No, it don't. Hey, Kevin's got a couple things there too.
Kevin says nobody likes Discovery or Section 31, and Section 31 is the biggest waste of $10 million ever.
That's the reason why the whole damn franchise has been canceled. because their intentions was to destroy Star Trek. They don't care
Like they're-
about Star Trek.
It's like they're less
The
moon
ones that
phase.
really care about Star Trek is the fans and the fans films community. They CBS, Paramount should, okay, you want to make Star Trek episode, make it.
Well, you know, Matt, all you're doing,
Support you.
Matt, I love you, bud. You know that, and all you're doing is, you remember what you said about my acting? All you're doing is making me do it that much better right now with the way you're talking, with your conviction.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me want to do it that much better.
Yep.
And Jim told me what you said, and I appreciate it, but I really do. I really appreciate that. You know what? Because that's the first time I ever did anything like that.
You have done a good job on every one of them that you've done. The Vulcan, you did an excellent job on it. And also the Captain one, you did great. Both of them you did good. And you know me. If it's not right, I'm gonna flatly tell you, you suck ass.
That's one thing I'll say. If Matt thinks your ass sucks, he's gonna say, yeah, no, bud, you better go back and
redo it.
Yeah.
Redo it. Because I'm probably one of the worst critics. And if I see something that it sucks ass, I'm gonna tell you.
Yup. And I'll tell you, I've already been on Matt's. Well, let's just say this. Matt's already got after me about some stuff in the past, and I thank Matt for getting after me for it. So trust me, I don't want to be on Matt's
bad side.
Bad side, yeah.
Because I pick a brick and throw it and hit your damn head with it.
And I really appreciate having Matt as a friend.
Well, he's only looking up for you.
Kevin says, yes, I agree, Matt. It was made to kill it. Kevin also says, so Giorgio can phase through walls, but not the floor. Yeah, go figure that. She can go side to side, but not up and down, huh? How's that work?
Not that good.
Yeah, I'd be kind of afraid of that technology because your ass be stuck out in space and you're dead. But phasing technology, you phase.
You know what? You know what we got to do? We got to do a skit where we show her phasing, and we sing the Hee Haw song, and you were gone.
And her ass floats right out in space.
No, you know that old Hee Haw song?
It's just like that episode in one of the episodes in The Next Generation I think Geordi or no, it was one of that, not Geordi. It was Geordi and the other girl. What was her name now?
Well, which one?
the Bajoran lady. It was
Rowe, Ensign Rowe.
Ensign Rowe. When they were kind of slightly phased out.
Yeah, when they were in that transporter accident. Yeah.
Yeah. But what it was the thing that happened on the Romulan ship that caused that, which they're like a cloaking device.
Yep.
All right. When something
they were so live, it just phased them out of phase with
right. And whenever that see, that's the same thing. They're going through doors, but they can go through the floor.
Yeah, because they're phased. Yeah.
Right. And see, why did they fall through the floor and out in space?
That's a good question. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
and if they were phasing through objects, why didn't they just drop down out of the ship?
They actually first came up with the idea in TOS when in TOS it was the episode where they find the Defiant in Tholian space.
Right.
That's where that first started coming into play.
Yep.
So you got to go back to TOS to talk about phasing and how that works. Because McCoy says, I just tried to reach through a table and my hand went right through it, Captain.
No.
Yep.
So,
yep. That's one of the first episodes that phasing came in. Then the second one was in the Next Generation. And I think the third one was in Voyager.
Yeah.
In that episode when that I can't remember which one was in Voyager, but it's been so long since I watched it.
Now, granted, all 3 episodes from all 3 series, the phasing was caused by different effects, but it would still look the same on screen. You're solid.
Right.
You went through a solid object. That's called phasing.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Right.
because you're out of phase with the physical object next to you.
Yep.
But Matt, you're right though. It still begs the question: how the hell are you standing on the floor if your hand's going through a table?
Unless the dampening field of the ship would not allow them to fall through it, or something that prevented them from doing it. But that's still that beats logic. You know, they go through walls. They go through walls, but why do they just drop out in space?
So, hey, folks, if you got a ghost, just make sure you put in one of those traps in front of your door where if they try to pass through it, it'll drop some rocks on their head. You'll be okay.
or just call Ghostbusters. They come out there and bust your ghost for you.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
Hey, I just bought that game, too, for like $10 on sale. So.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Kevin says they're covert agent. Yep, that's Section 31. They're covert agency having a meeting in an open bar discussing secret plans. Yeah, that's why it's a Section 31 movie success. Yeah,
that didn't make no sense.
Yeah,
you know, being wide open, discussing top secret information. If I was my part of my Section 31, I would shove him in the head.
Especially if you go to Star Trek 3 and you look at McCoy in the bar going to have a drink.
Yeah.
Off his rocker because he's got Spock's Katra in his brain. And Starfleet security walks on him saying, "Sir, I don't think you want to be talking about that."
Yeah.
Who the hell are you to tell me what I can talk about? Is what McCoy says. And then he flashes his card, Starfleet security, sir. And then McCoy tries to do a Vulcan neck pinch, and they take him to the Starfleet loony bin. So
yeah, the crazy house.
If they were disgusted, why was that alien being a laughing Vulcan? Then that sticks out as it's not normal.
And because that wasn't even a Vulcan, I think was an android.
Yeah, I think that was an android. Yeah, some kind of synthetic.
Yeah, I think it was an android.
Now, not to say Vulcans don't have emotions. They do. They have more intense emotions than humans do. The same emotions, but they're more intense.
But they're suppressed.
Yes, but they are suppressed.
They have meditated. They have meditated when they're very young to keep from having those emotions. But they're very passionate.
Matt, we know what happens to a Vulcan if they don't control their emotions. They're basically a Romulan, right?
No.
Yeah, Romulans are Vulcans that left Vulcan during the great sundering, I guess they call it.
No.
So
the Romulans are Vulcans, yeah.
Every premise they bring up, Section 31, has no point. Just like Giorgio's boyfriend, he also could have lived long as Giorgio time traveled, so he would have been way too old to have met later. Yeah. Be the costumes blended. Yeah. Oh, that's a new comment. You don't choose to be a weird Vulcan. To not be noticed. They stole the tiny alien idea from Men in Black.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, they did. Yeah, a robot. Yeah, he was a robot, and yeah, I think.
Oh
they did
yeah,
say-
the guy in the alien suit. Yeah, the
Yep.
original Men in Black. Yeah.
Yep, sure was. Yeah, I'd be if I was them, they'd be looking out about that. Unless Paramount done Men in Black, then they don't have nothing to worry about.
I'll be right back, guys. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. I got to take a quick load break. I'll be right back.
Don't fall in.
I hope I don't. That's a small bowl compared to me. Jim, Jim, you're StreamYard administrator, so feel free to pull up Kevin's comments and Doc and Matt. I want to say thank you so much for coming back up, bud. Appreciate you.
And when he comes back, we have another short video to show.
Oh,
yeah.
You know the thing about it. There's some bring that last comment up of Kevin's, Jim.
Yep.
Kurtzman is just guy in charge of track, but the problem is with that. They're trying to get rid of Star Trek anyway, where we don't have to deal with it no more. That's the reason, because they're gonna do probably 1 or 2 more seasons of the other one, and that's the end of it. They're trying to wrap them all up where they can just get out from under them, because they're trying to sell all of it to somebody else.
Yep.
They don't have to deal with it.
Well, you got Strange New World season 3 and 4 coming up down the road. Section 31.
They're saying that season 5 is going to be the last one.
Yeah. Well, Strange New Worlds, I do like it. It's great.
I like Strange New World.
Yeah.
I do like that one. But I tell you what, I did not care for Discovery.
Nope.
If they would have started Discovery in the 28th century, okay.
No, they went to the 31st. They went to the
31st, right? If they would have put them in the 31st century, okay, right off the bat.
Well, hold on. Daniels is from the 31st century from Enterprise, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're still messing with canon.
But in the 32nd century.
Well, but they didn't.
But they started off before Kirk. That ship looked more advanced than any ship.
Right. Now I can understand updating the visuals, right? Obviously, the visuals. But when you start to say the actual mechanics are more advanced than anything we ever seen, even from the TNG movies, that's where we got issues.
Well,
right?
But see, the problem is, there's people today has actually filmed episodes with technology today like they did back then. But the only thing they've changed was used, instead of CRT screens, using LCD screens with the same backdrop, stuff in them. Back then, they didn't have all that stuff.
No, they didn't.
Now they do, and it give it more.
Right, and that's why I say if you want to make it different visually, I understand that, because technology visually changes obviously over how many decades, right? So if you want to change it,
a lot of stuff is done by CGI now.
Right. If you want to change it visually, I understand that completely. I agree with it. Right.
Nope.
Now, what I have a problem with, and I think Matt, you're alluding to this, is they're trying to change the core fundamentals of the technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where us fans have a problem.
Yeah. One thing.
Now with Discovery, one more thing, Matt. I'm sorry. One more thing though, the mycelial network, all that. I get that. Classified programs happen in every military, even though Star Trek's not a military according to John Luke, but guess what? According to Kirk, it is. So who the fuck knows? We know. Anyway, we still have classified programs.
Starfleet is to a point. Some parts of it is military, and some parts not.
They have a military command. They have a military command
structure. But it's a lot. There's a lot of difference in Starfleet that people don't understand.
But see, in TOS, Kirk said it was a military. In TNG, Picard said it wasn't. So we have that conflict. That's a real conflict.
There was some controversies on that part, but I'd rather go with canon anyway.
Right. Well, those both are canon episodes where they both said it.
Right. So. But maybe things changed by that point. It's not.
Oh, like the warp field, like the warp scale.
Warp factors changed. Yeah. Your warp factor in TOS is different in Next Generation. It's actually faster.
Right, but there is a beta canon theory for that, and it says that the Excelsior, what did they call that, transwarp program wasn't actually a failure, that became the basis for the warp scale that TNG uses.
Yeah.
Even though we hear transwarp again in TNG that the Borg use, but it's not actually transwarp they use, it's transwarp conduits.
Yeah.
Right? Which we hear again in Enterprise.
Yep.
By species in the Expanse that use so-called corridors, where it'll take you 5 days at warp, or 3 days at warp 5, but you can get there in 1.5 hours just going through a corridor. So that again, but that's technobabble stuff. That's like highly technical stuff. And I don't mind getting into it, but we're just here having a fun discussion. So I had to bring that up because those are the caveats. So
bring it comments up.
Yeah, which one do you want to see? Yeah, Kevin is very active in the chat. Yes.
Let's go back right there where it says the Academy show first.
The Academy show. Okay, this one here.
Yeah, you're right. Academy was it was stupid. I didn't get to see it, and I'm glad I didn't.
You know, I'd love to see an Academy show. I would. I'd love to see it because, I mean, granted, we got to see a little bit in JJ's first movie. Right. But that was a Kelvin timeline. I'd love to see one in the Prime timeline.
Yeah. But you know what? I'd rather see Academy or Starfleet Academy with actually somebody who knows how to do Star Trek.
There was Starfleet Academy, the video game for PC.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
That's considered beta canon though. So.
Yep. That's back when Captain Kirk was in there and Spock and
because they also had a side-by-side game that came out at the same time called Klingon Academy.
Yep, I had both of them.
For Klingon Defense. So you know what I'm talking about.
I still got both of them.
The Klingon one actually had the guy that played Chang as the instructor.
Yep,
from Star Trek 6.
Yep, sure did.
See, I might be a dink, but I'm not stupid. Oh, Mac, come on. You know I'm not stupid.
Well, do you want to see this little short video?
Yeah, let's do a short video, then we'll go back to the comments.
This is Captain George Dillon, temporary in command of the USS Revenge.
Yeah,
I
that's my
just
ship.
got a report through my communications here. Captain Duke Shepard insulted an ambassador on his last mission.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Duke, man, I didn't know you'd do something like that. But you know, it's up to you to solve this. I'm not going to jump all over you and all that stuff about it, but we all make mistakes. And we got to learn from our mistakes. And I think you might want to apologize to this ambassador and to be sincere.
Must be from the apology series.
I know you can do it.
No, sorry, video.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm going to leave it with you.
Yeah.
So, we're en route to K2 station. Take on supplies. This is Captain George Dillon. Out.
Yeah, see, Matt, you're a hell of an actor, but
No.
And Matt did all the editing on that one.
No.
And don't forget, Matt, you also you were head of security for Action Our Station, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In some of our films, yeah.
Yeah. I did do some of that. And that video, I just riled the damn blue did it, man. And this really, I listened to, I watched the one that, what Jim did, and this, and that's what they call it, improv. And it's just.
Yeah, and that's the best part about what we do, right? One of us comes up with something and we send it out, and Jim's like, hey, react to this. And we do. Off the top of our heads, that's why we got as many bloopers as we get. And it's fun.
Even B-Man's commented, he said, he for a while he didn't understand it, and then he finally, when it dawned on him, I said, "Oh, it's improv."
I remember that. I remember that. I was on the live stream when V-Man finally said, when Vance finally said, "Dude, I get it. You're doing improv." He's like, "That is so original." Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, I was on that live stream, and it was so awesome.
I think I was there too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you were. It was you, Matt, me, Jim, and Vance Major. So yeah.
Yep. We done that, and man, that's been what, 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, it's right after I joined you guys doing this version of Commodore Production. So, and I say the only reason I say version is Jim got screwed over by some people in the past. We're not going to name them, but Jim got screwed over. So, big time screwed over.
That's the past. Let it be the past. You know.
Well,
bury the hatchet.
Oh, Kevin, you're so active in the chat. I love you, buddy. Thank you so much. I kind of want to say what you're saying now, but I want to go back to your past comments. Matt, where are we in the comments? Can you help me, Matt? Where are we at?
Go back up there. What is after a while ago?
Well, are you looking at? If you're looking at StreamYards, give me a timestamp.
109.
Okay.
After that one.
Kevin said, Plus Academy is in the Discovery future, so it can't be good.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, they're rebuilding the Academy then, so yeah, I get what you're saying. So the next comment, the mycelium network is just as high of an idea as any, but so stupid. You need a human to be tortured to use it as a tardigrader, so that's not ethical. Yeah, or you do like Stamets did, right? So the one after that is it had to look fancy and make the ship do flips. Yeah, Black Alert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
The Spore Drive. The Spore Drive.
Spore Drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Academy would work better if Boothby was in it, which it is in Star Trek Online as a hologram. But I don't think it could be a series. It's okay in a few episodes, like the one with Species 8472. Right? Yeah.
Oh, Boothby. Yeah, I remember. That was a good episode. I like those.
However, I'm not hopeful they're making Academy like TNG or Voyager Air take on it. They do in Star Trek Online, Kevin. They do in Star Trek Online. So,
yeah.
Whereabouts you live, Matt? Sci-fi. Matt's in Alabama. Matt's in Alabama. I'm in Central Lower Michigan, which means I'm in the Lower Peninsula in the middle of the mitten. Jim's in
Ohio. He's in the lower part of Lost Not Found.
Lost but not found. There we go, folks. Jim's in Ohio. Round on both ends and high in the middle. How you doing? Yeah, and no, Jim's not in Ontario. Hell no, he ain't. He's across a lake from Ontario, but he ain't in Ontario. How you doing?
He works in outer space, but he lives in Ohio.
I thought he worked in Ohio and lives in outer space. The way he talks happens.
Yeah.
I thought I was a Borg. I was working in the Borg ship here.
Hey, you want a sci-fi quote? That's what you get for thinking.
I'm probably about 100 miles from Tuscaloosa.
100 miles.
No.
Yeah, he's a Ben Frank. Yeah, you're a Ben Franklin from Tuscaloosa because I hear you talk about Tuscaloosa sometimes. So.
Tuscaloosa is not really too far from me.
No, it's like a hop and it's like a hop and a skip, ain't it?
It's probably about an hour and a half drive.
For 100 miles? Why are you going so slow?
About an hour drive.
Yeah.
Not even that. Columbus, Georgia is closer to me than that is.
Oh, that's okay, Kevin. I give Matt shit all the time about Greenbow, Alabama from Forrest Gump. So don't feel bad. I don't even know if that's a real town in Alabama.
A what?
Is Greenbow a real town in Alabama?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. All I know is I give you shit about it all the time.
I'm gonna send you the lower part of Alabama. See what happens.
No, I don't need no Alabama black snake. That's quite okay.
Yeah, they'd be tied your ass up down there and beat you ass to death.
They'd be we got us a yank.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's when I pull out my Canadian accent and be like, "Hey, what you doing there, buddy?"
I tell you what, a lot of the old bluegrass come from lower Alabama.
Oh, I know it does. I know it does.
A lot of the blues music too.
You were a truck driver. I'm thinking about doing that in about 8 years, Kevin. I've been to Tuscaloosa a few times when I drove truck in the U.S. Nice.
You better do it before all the damn restrictions get worse.
Yeah. Have any of you been?
Nope.
No, but we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier before Matt came on. The old Star Trek.
Yeah, Jim's got a place up there now, not too far from him, up in Ohio, that actually moved from Georgia up there.
Yeah, and they're still building it too.
Oh, they're still building it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're still building it.
Yeah.
And then Kevin says
it's probably not even 30 minutes away from Jim.
Oh, 4 times before it closed. The one out in Vegas. Yeah.
It's a good hour or so away.
There he is. There's Daniel. Hey, Daniel. Sorry,
you know, I was going to go to one down in Georgia, but after I found out they're moving, so that screwed that up.
Well, you know, James Cawley used to have his TOS sets where you could go tour them. And I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure Alec Peters is down in Georgia, and you can tour some sets down there too. So
Yeah.
I mean, Matt, what do you? I mean, that's down by your area. Have you heard anything about that? Or
I've heard of Alex Peters.
yeah, I interviewed him on my old
Studios.
channel. Unfortunately, I
Neutral
lost
Zone
that
Studios.
interview, so
Yeah.
I got to get a hold of him on Facebook and re-interview him again. So
Yeah. I think it's Neutral Zone Studios. I'm not sure.
Neutral Zone, no, actually, Neutral Zone is not Alec. That's another entity.
I think that's in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in Arizona there.
Yeah, because NutriZone does a whole bunch of independent films. Kevin says, when I went to school in the U.S., I got into grits. You know what? I ate grits once on my way to Disneyland, and I got sick. I love it. Just
There's
get them in
there's a lot of
Canada.
stuff you can't get in Canada.
Brown sugar and grits. Love it. You know what? You can take your soft soaked bird seed and yeah, that's what I think about grits. It's all it is bird seed and hot water.
Man.
Sorry, Matt. That's my personal. I was at a roadside cafe when I was 7 years old and I had grits and
Stick an egg up your nostril and suck on it.
Oh, jeez.
No, the grits I had down in Georgia when I was 7 years old made me sicker than a dog.
It probably wasn't cooked right.
We were staying at the Motel 6, and they had no hash browns, so Mama got me grits. And guess what? That shit just wasn't done right.
Yeah, there's a lot of places. A lot of stuff that's in the States is not in Canada.
You know, one of the best dishes I found from Canada was poutine. I make that shit at home. Fuck yeah.
I've never been to Canada.
I ain't either, but they got some damn good
Never
food.
neither.
You know what? We even got Pringles cans. Pringles. And the all dressed up flavor. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Pringles, yeah.
Well, yeah, I know you remember the brand, but we have a flavor, a Canadian flavor at my bodega called All Dressed Up.
Mm. We used to have the old what they call RC Cola here too.
Oh, I still have it in my bodega. I got cherry, I got regular, I got diet. It's still a thing,
Do you
Matt.
know where the original plant was before they moved?
Well, I don't know. It's Royal Crown Cola. Royal Crown. Yep. That's what the RC says.
Royal Crown. I mean, do you know where the original plant was before they moved?
Pennsylvania. No?
Nope. Columbus, Georgia was the original plant.
Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia. Yep. It was a small place over there where it was made.
Dude, if we want ketchup chips, we'll put chips on a plate and put ketchup next to it. We have a chocolate bar that's called Coffee Crisp. Wow, you know what? I remember back in 2003, I was talking to a Canadian girl, and y'all back in 2003 never even had Reese's peanut butter up there out of a jar. So, or Reese's Puff cereal. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about shit you can't get, I'm sure you can now, but back then you couldn't. It's called Crown Royal.
Royal Crown.
No, actually, Crown Royal is the actual name. If you get Royal Crown, that's cheap shit.
Well, we call a lot of us here call it the Russell County Cola.
I thought you called it White Lightning.
No, we always call we usually call it the Russell County Cola, was here. RC Cola and a moon pie. But they don't have any RCs here anymore. They're all gone.
Oh, dude, we got it up here all the time. You want me to send you some?
RC anywhere.
What flavor do you like? Do you like regular, diet, or cherry? Because I got it at my bodega all day long for $1.59 out the door, bud. 2 liters, $1.59 out the door.
We don't even have it here anymore.
And you can get them, and I'll send it to you, and it's got a Michigan deposit on it. So you could do the Kramer trick. Buy shit out of state and try to bring it back to Michigan to get the 10-cent deposit on every can.
Yeah, but that's a long damn ways from where I'm at. Hell, they probably steal the damn thing.
So why don't you crush it? Send it in a box. I'll turn it in. I'll keep half the money, send the other half to you. How about that?
There you go.
There's no RC place around here anywhere.
It don't matter. You ain't got to. I'll turn the cans in. You just take half the money.
The only dang thing we have is like Fago and
yeah, Fago.
Coca-Cola.
That's from Michigan too. How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
No, Fago literally is a Michigan company.
Yeah, Fago almost tastes like RC,
but better.
I like Fago.
Fuck yeah, bomb pop, caramel apple, sour apple. Yeah, every flavor you can.
Where I get these, at, they got plenty of them.
Good.
Fago.
I
like those. That basically took the RC's place.
My cousin moved down to Texas 30 years ago. She didn't even get Red Pop till 10 years ago.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. So, Crown Royal is whiskey, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
RC Cola is good too.
You just figured that out, didn't you, Jim?
No, yeah. I mean, we used to get it all the time from Wally World. Let's see. Let's try this other video if I pick the right one.
I visited the University of a campus, that Crimson Tide campus. Big, yeah, Alabama. Roll Tide!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that gets me. You have people that's for Alabama and you have people for Auburn, and they're in the same damn state. And they're at each other's throats like they want to kill each other.
Oh, that's just like U of M and Michigan State. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. Or CMU in Western Michigan, but that's more of a local thing. But yeah.
Yeah, you have Auburn University, which that's probably about 20 miles from me, and you have Alabama. You have people for either one, and they're in the same state. People as at each other's throats and
over their local team. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my brother now he's for Alabama and a couple other people. Me, I don't give a shit who wins. And I said they like a bunch of fucking morons up there anyway.
As long as I see elbows flying and blood spraying, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And I told him and my brother was arguing with the football stuff, and I said, you know what? I said, y'all act like a bunch of fucking morons.
Yeah, that's like somebody saying, "Oh, did you not see the ref call him for punching that guy in the nuts before they ran up the scrimmage line?" Dude, do you not know what football is?
I got both hats. I got an Auburn and I got an Alabama hat. So
yeah, there you go.
No matter to me who freaking wins. I sat there and I said, I don't give a shit who wins. You should root for both of them. should root for both of them because they're in the same freaking state.
I'm sorry. I'm having a good time. Cool. Yeah. So there you go.
But but I tell you what, if they're playing against
I love you. I'll be up there
Georgia
in a second.
or any other state, I go for either one of them.
I said I love you. On
Holy dubs. Oh boy.
Okay, let's play a
And
video.
I've never been too much into football anyway.
Yeah, at least Edmonton and Calgary have hockey teams. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
I was more into baseball and stuff like that when I was younger.
Not me. I live in Michigan.
And I was in the.
I like
that,
slamming. I like riding on the ice and slamming people into the boards. It's so satisfying.
Hockey. I played a little hockey when I was younger.
No, don't get me wrong. Football's a big sport up here too, right? Oh, you got to be big, you got to be tough. But you know what I love about hockey? You can be that little fucker at the back of the pack that nobody expects. And you can slam some bitch up into the boards, knock their fucking entire top teeth out, and nobody expects to see you coming. I love that.
I played a little bit of hockey in my younger day. I was okay, but I never played football. But I played baseball and hockey, stuff like that.
Flames or Oilers? Well, I gotta say, I've always been a Red Wings fan, especially since they had the Fab Five. You remember the Fab Five for the Red Wings? You know, he had the Russian Fab Five back in the day before they got in that plain accent or whatever. Yeah, so I'm a Detroit fan, man. What can I say? I mean, I went to preschool in Warren, Michigan, right? I lived on the corner of Warren and 8 Mile back in the day, so
Back
I'm a
in
Detroit
the
fan.
day, sweet Jesus.
Fell on his head again.
You got another comment?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's got a faster pace. Hell yeah, it does.
It does. It does. The thing is, you got to be quick.
Move your ass.
And then Kevin says, I think football gets more players' money than hockey. If the Super Bowl is a much bigger. Fuck that goddamn football little Super Bowl ring. Give me the Stanley Cup any day of the week. That's all I'm going to say. Give me that Stanley Cup. Fill it full of booze and give me that Stanley Cup.
I'd rather watch a hockey game than football because they look like the football ones playing football look like a bunch of fucking morons out there.
They look like pussies compared to hockey players.
Yep.
Foosball.
They look like the ball on a foosball field compared to hockey players.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Okay. Let's watch this.
I remember this.
Hey, you inspired me to put that music in there.
Yeah, I had you put that music in.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, where's the completed scene, though? Do you have that?
Like I said, StreamYard's only let me play certain ones. That's crazy.
Well, then send me the file. I'll play it.
It won't let you play it. It only picks certain ones. I don't know why it's doing that.
It's certain formats.
That's the thing. I don't understand why you're saying that because when it comes to StreamYards, I pick the files. They will play.
I know, but they must have changed the dumb thing because I can go into my files and find stuff, but I can't find it while I play it on here. They just won't
Nice,
allow it.
nice music and graphics, says Kevin. Kevin, yes, Jim came up with the graphics, and I said he had some different music, and I said you need this music for that scene.
Yep.
And that's what you heard was the music, I believe.
Yep.
That you played.
All right,
Yep.
guys. I am out of here. I'm calling it.
Oh, you don't want to read these from Daniel, Matt?
I love coffee crisp, but my favorite is crispy crunch. I was in town today in front of what was it?
Dollarama. Yeah.
And I could
It's like your Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, okay, Dollarama to get a crispy crunch, but it was also cold. I stayed in the car. I never heard of Dollarama.
You wussy.
Probably like $1 General.
What?
Yeah.
Why do you regret it, Daniel? You got out of the house. You got out of the country. You got into the city.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Daniel, I want to hear how it went with the interview for your new apartment, bro.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gone. Good night.
See, I've never heard of.
Take
good
care.
night. Good night, man.
Thanks.
I've never heard of Crispy Crunch, but I've heard of Cookie Crisp
Yeah.
and Captain Crunch. So I'm kind of confused.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah, I've heard of Captain Crunch and Cookie Crisp. So I'm kind of confused. Is that like some generic shit I never heard of?
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused. Confused. I regret not going inside Dollarama and not getting a coffee. What the fuck is a coffee crisp? I can't know. Unless you tell me, bud. I can't know what the hell a coffee crisp is.
Yeah.
That's like the dollar store telling me, oh, it's a Hershey's bar that costs 25 cents. Okay. I can't know. Yeah, I know it's a chocolate bar. I'm not that stupid. Okay. Just saying. I just never heard of the brand. That's all I'm saying. I'm having a little fun tonight, if you haven't noticed. But I'm trying to keep it fun.
Yep.
See, back in the day, I'd have been cussing and swearing up a storm right now, and y'all would have left a long time ago.
Yep.
Even Jim knows. Wafers, sandwich. Oh, okay, those. Okay. Nestle makes them? Oh, shit. Okay.
Put your cream in the wafers.
Hey, Daniel, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, bud. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Hey, why do you sound so depressed?
It was a chilly day today, and I could have walked into Dollarama, and I could have gotten a crispy crunch, but I didn't. It sucks.
Why didn't you?
I couldn't leave. It was so chilly.
So?
Well, when I'm cold, I can't move.
Was there hot chicks in there?
Yeah, but none of them give a shit about me.
How do you know? You didn't even go in.
It usually is the same, I go in, I see hot chicks, they don't give a shit, they don't even look at me, and they're cold pieces of ice, and I say, fuck them.
Oh, so you think every girl's an ice queen just because you ain't got the nut sack to go in?
Dude, I'm 38. I've had experience.
I'm 49, girl pair.
I'm 62.
Daniel, I love you, buddy, but goddamn, girl pair.
It's the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Literally, the worst I can say is no. All you got to say is hi. I'm Daniel. How you doing? That's all you gotta say.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure to keep sticking your tongue out so she gets the idea.
Stop sticking your tongue out in public, at least,
Gonna slobber.
and say, "Hey, I'm Daniel. How you doing? You want to talk? You want to, you just have conversation."
Hey, honey, you look real good. You want to come over so I can eat you?
No, that'll get you locked up quick.
Nobody's smiling on that one. Sort of.
Kevin, you got something you want to say to Daniel? Daniel, we love Daniel, but yeah, he's. How did your interview for your apartment go? That's what I want to know. I haven't heard.
You know what? Boy. Okay, the building, the address is somewhere in town, and I'm not really good with I'm not really good with directions, so I had to call in, and I had to say like, look, I can't make it today because I thought my social worker.
You missed your appointment.
What?
Did you miss your appointment?
Yeah, I had to call in. Well, I had to call in and say sorry, I can't make it.
After how many years of waiting for one?
I don't know.
Okay, Kevin, take care, bud. Thank you for stopping by.
Take
and
care.
Also, Kevin said, "I'll try to do it again next time as well." Fun to talk to her.
There you go.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, Kevin, if you're still with us, Daniel loves Section 31. Just saying.
We don't know why.
We don't. So tell us, Daniel.
So
why would you miss an appointment you've been waiting on for 8 years?
Yeah, I just they said, and I have to bring my social security card or whatever. But then they require a doctor's note as well, and I can't.
A doctor's note for what?
I don't know. I don't know. They require a doctor's note.
Oh,
a signed thing from my doctor, or my psychologist. My psychologist is gone now.
Or holy shit, that's a big difference, bud.
But like my psychologist is gone because she got knocked up, right? She got knocked up and she's gone now.
No, your nasal doctor is a big difference from your psychologist. Okay, I'm just saying.
Well, that's what they said. I need a psychologist. I need a signed something. I don't know what I need something signed from my psychologist or my doctor. Either one. That's what they said.
Either or, they don't give a fuck. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. The sad thing is, my psychologist would definitely sign
that. Doesn't even compute.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said. What am I supposed to do? So, so like.
And you're in Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 2 hours south of me. What the hell?
So, I wish my psychologist was around. She would definitely sign it. My doctor, I don't know about my doctor. But okay.
I'd hate to see what the Canadian psychologists think of us up here. Just saying.
I kind of wish that I did go and get it done and over with last Wednesday, because now I got to go this Wednesday, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. I hate interviews.
Kevin's asking you some good questions over there, Daniel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'm reading them. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how she can phase through a wall, but not the floor or the table. I don't understand. It's bad writing, really.
Really? Because phasing goes back to TOS, Daniel.
Yeah.
Use your brain thinks.
I don't know. These writers are different. They're just
different. Don't make me slap you with my pepperoni cock. I really don't want to, because it's the only food I got for the night. I'm gonna soak it in bacon grease and eat it with some bread.
I I don't get it.
And if you don't get that, that's a Trailer Park Boys joke that you'll never get. So.
Well, I don't like it. I was disappointed. I was disappointed in Section 31. I wanted it to be good. I could have wrote a better thing. Than
Really? And what would you say?
I would have brought back people like Sloan or other Section 31 agents, and it would have been like James Bond in space. They would have been going around, spying on the Klingon Empire and killing people. It wouldn't be like this.
So Daniel wants Section 31 to be like Sloan. Because fuck Daniels, who actually was from the 31st century. We conveniently forget that fact.
Yeah.
Kevin said, we all could have wrote a better show for $10 million. Anyone could have done a better job. Yeah, and it's like I told you, Kevin, you give us 10% of that. Hell, 1% of that, and we can do 100 times better. So,
yep.
And Kevin, you've seen what me and Jim can do. You've seen me on screen. You've seen Jim on screen. You've seen Matt, and we got so many others you haven't seen tonight. So,
yeah,
if we actually had a budget, holy shit! But
yeah, just like Vance Major said one time to Matt, keep up the good work. Keep on making fan films.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's why I say if you all ever want to contribute to a fan film, help Jim. Because all I do is I sit there, I film my parts. Jim does 90% of the work. I sit there and I film my parts. And he tells me, oh, do this, do that. Okay, cool. I'll change this. I'll change that. Whatever. The rest is bloopers. It's all good.
Look at the camera. Show your damn braids.
Yeah. Show your ring.
Don't sit too close to the camera and just have the insignia showing and not the rest of you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Gotta sit back a little bit.
You see what I gotta deal with? I should get paid for that. Oh, the distress. Oh, the mental distress. Oh, wow. Not really, folks. I'm making fun, but still. It's a fun time. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting tired. Time to go to bed, Fred.
Oh, well, then read this, Fred.
I can barely see.
The agenda was to end Trek. He said Trek is dying, but the cause is his poor writing and poor stories. Try writing a good story, then see if Trek is dying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, try writing a good story, you fools. Paramount has Taylor Sheridan, whoever the fuck that is, on payroll. He could write a better show. Okay, I don't know Taylor Sheridan, but if he's a good writer, or she, I don't know. That's one of those weird non-binary names, because I've seen guys and girls with the same name. So,
yep.
It's kind of like that name Riley, right? The first Riley I knew was a boy. Then I moved to Saginaw, found out there was some chick with the name Riley. I'm like, why you got a boy's name?
That's the way I like it. Oh, yeah.
No, that's what my daddy named me. What is it? Never mind. I ain't going to say what I said. How you doing? Yellowstone. I never heard of that show. Nope, never heard of it. But okay, I'm guessing it's something to do with Yellowstone. I'm having so much fun tonight. Oh god, this stream started out slow, but oh god, it
Mhm.
turned out so good.
It picked up speed.
Yes, it did. It really did. I gotta thank you guys. I really do. Oh, thank you so much for making it so good. Everybody, especially Kevin in the chat. Kevin, you have carried the chat tonight, bud. You got my respect, bud. You really do. Thank you.
Yep. It's more fun when you got more people on panel.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. That's where you bounce off each other.
Yes. You know, we had Matt up here for a long time, and now Daniel's
Yep.
here. And yeah, absolutely. We had Suzanne for a minute. Love talking to Suzanne. God bless her.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm not a religious man, but I know she is, so that's why I say it.
Yep.
Oh, Kevin said, Lioness, Landman. All shows on Paramount Plus. Oh, yeah, that one I ain't got to pay for. Okay.
Lucky.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
Lucky.
I know, right?
Damn. 10,993. Damn.
Yeah.
We only need 7 more. Damn. Get that 7 more. We might be doing a special tomorrow night.
You know what? There's some friends of mine, some very good friends of mine that are online right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to end early. Well, not early. I've been going over 3 hours. But some friends of mine are online right now that they're, oh, God, they're so fucking awesome. They're called the Fresno Nerds. Okay? And they are awesome people. I'm going to share their YouTube link in the comments. And I request that y'all go check them out because when I end the stream, that's where I'm going to be. So here is, oops, let me, I got to make sure I do the right thing. Do the thing with the thing. There we go. Go check out the Fresno Nerds. Beezy and Barbie are really good people. They are awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go bid.
Yeah, no, I mean, they grow their own weed. They're freaking amazing. They're awesome people. I've been going to their streams for over a year, almost 2 years now. So
there you go.
Yellowstone is a, what the fuck is that word? Koibu?
I don't know.
Show that starred Kevin Costner. I mean, didn't he do Dances with Wolves? I can't know.
You mean Daniel don't know?
I don't know.
We don't know. Okay.
Oh, a cowboy show.
Giddy up,
Cowboy
partner.
show. There we go.
Yeah.
But Kevin, if you like people that are just chill and love to hang and they love people for people, check out the Fresno Nerds. Awesome friends of well, I don't want to say me personally because I don't know them personally, but they were such great friends of the old channel, and they're back again and they're friends of this channel. So absolutely check out the Fresno Nerds, man. I'll be over there after I end the stream. So, and I might even do a dono, as they call it, just to get Barbie up and dancing. Hey, how you?
No, jeez. Shame on you.
Yeah, even if she dances in her chair, I don't care. No, but they're great people. They really are. My buddy, the one that taught me to grow weed and fish guts out in the middle of the woods, died a few months ago, back in February, a month after my sister died. So yeah. That's why I love them. They grow their own shit. They got a whole fucking section of the house dedicated to it. So, Yep. fucking awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this stream going, and yeah, we've been over 3 hours. It's time to end it, yo. So, Jim, why don't you tell everybody about Commodore Productions, buddy?
Well, Counter Productions right now is just in limbo because I'm mowing lawns during the summer. Been doing a lot of thinking lately. Like Jay said, I sent him some lines that he can change around. You don't have to read it as it is. You can change them around, make them a lot more different. Now we'll see what he can do with that. Other than
I'm
that,
gonna do a lot of stuff with that, by the way.
other than that, just keep watching Commodore Productions. You never know what you're gonna see, and you never know when I might be going live. Might be going live tomorrow night if we get over 11,000 subs. So
Oh, hey. Send your
yeah,
friends. Send your mama. Send your sister. Send your brothers.
yeah. And
I
thank
do
you
have
very
Paramount Plus. I ain't paid for it in 3.5 years, and I still get it. How you
much.
doing?
No.
Daniel, anything?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. Hey, folks. You know what? It's a rough world out there. Let's take care of each other. Let's see you next time on Sci-Fi Nation.
Not everybody.
Poke.